Van Gogh painted this. This is original.
Yes, sir.
Who painted this?
Leonardo da Vinci painted this, sir.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty good. So these three the real clothes?
Yes.
Like she wore these?
Yes, sir, she did.
They washed them? Y'all think about selling something like this?
Sir, this is a piece of priceless art.
Because if so, I might be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Make me want some sunflower seeds right now. You know what I'm talking about? See, in all my days in art class, I've never seen this before. Who painted this?
This is a Vincent Van Gogh original.
Oh, that's a Van Gogh too.
Yes.
How much this go for at auction?
This was 29 million.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all. I actually might be able to do that. Yeah. When I think about it, I might be able to do that. But what we talking about for the skirt and the, you know what I'm saying? What we talking about for that? How much?
Each one of these go for roughly 650,000 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad. And Christmas coming too? Can you pair with the other one, like the Starry Night one with all the swirls? Can we do that?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Bargain Bin Bros. That guy is my favorite. I think he's on TikTok. I think he's on Instagram. Because, all right, so often we're on YouTube and you kind of see like incredibly expensive pieces and people are like, you know, I might be able to do that. A seventh Joker, I might be able to do that. So no, that guy just really reminds me, of myself. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. So we've got the 2K celebration. You know, I'm not really one for metrics, but, you know, I figured we should celebrate hitting 2,000 subscribers. Appreciate everyone's support, all the love. We're going to be doing a giveaway. So thanks to CollectorsZown, Marcos has sponsored a Blurrg giveaway. So we're going to be doing a Blurrg, and we're also going to be doing a few credits for CollectorsZown. That'll probably be in the back half of the stream. But today we've got a beautiful panel with us. I'm going to start off with my amazing co-host who hasn't been on the channel for a while, but Ben Thomas. Ben, how you doing?
I needed to, save my seat here, buddy, because I rolled out of bed like moments ago. Moments, I'm not kidding. If there was a way I could have brought my computer into the bedroom and done the Ben Thomas show with Marco today, I would have 100% done that.
We need the Ben Thomas show, come on.
But it's 2K for you, finally, good sir, well deserved. I love your face. I love you guys here. I love the chat. I've got my coffee. If I fall asleep, don't take it personally. Love you guys. Thanks for having me, buddy.
My man, thanks, Ben. Yeah, I just rolled out of bed too. As I explained backstage, I'm a little bit hungover. Went to a Kings game last night, saw the win. It was a rough, I don't know why I decided to do 7 a.m., but I think Shane and Joao talked me into it. So yeah, it's a early morning here, but really appreciate you being on, Ben. Next up, we've got Dean the Dream. Dean, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I woke up a little while ago. I have a bad habit of falling asleep watching TV, so...
I was going to say, don't lie to us. You never went to bed, actually.
No, I did, but I probably woke up at like 6 or something, because I fell asleep at like, I don't know, 11 watching TV, and I got enough sleep, so I'm not tired, so I've been up.
Wow.
So.
We got a fresh Dean. Love to see it.
Yeah,
well, thanks. Fresh Dean, that's right. Fresh pot of Dean. And so on the other side of the world, overseas, if you will, we've got Shane 16 Figure Focus. Shane, how you doing? I love the sweater, by the way.
Thank you. I'm not overseas. You're overseas.
That's right.
Unagi. Yeah. All good. When you said you were hungover, I said, look, take my advice, get a hydration tablet into you, 2 paracetamol, have a beer or 2, you'd be right as rain. And you said it's 7 a.m. And if that's not a tap out excuse, I don't know what is. But
that's
anyway.
Right. 100%.
And I appreciate you. Holding it down in that state. Nothing's easy when you're hungover.
Heck no. But you know what? We do this for the love of the game, for sure. So, Shane, thanks for joining us. And first time, I believe, on the channel, we've got Ian, Agent Silverfox. who I believe is tapped out, sold his entire collection is the rumor. But Ian, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm all good. Congrats on the 2K. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm not tapping out, so I'm changing all the displays, building hopefully my final Moji case soon. So quite sick of them. Too many.
I can only imagine. Once you've built about your third one, you're just like, I just should have just hired somebody. Should have just had someone come over and just build this whole thing. But it's part of the fun of it for sure. So, well, looking forward to seeing how the collection evolves.
Apart from all the
What was that?
boxes, Lucy is. Apart from all the boxes, Lucy is not happy at the moment. So
I can imagine the house in disarray, ready for things to be back to normal. So, well,
Yeah.
really appreciate you joining. So we might have a few other folks popping in and out. We'll just see. So we're kind of done this as just, like I said, a celebration. Hope to get Gigi on. She's still sleeping. She could not be bothered to get up this early. But as I mentioned, we'll be doing the giveaway probably on the second half of the stream. So we're going to try to structure this as a normal Bargain Bin Bros episode. I'm going to start off with a little bit of figure talk here. And let me pull this up now. I'm not a pro like Ben Thomas with his Let's Get Nuts stream. By the way, Ben, quick plug. Let's Get Nuts is how many hours from now?
It's at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that would be 5 hours.
I'm asking. All right, 5 hours from now. I was like, I'm asking you to do math live right here, which is
I
a
had to think
tricky.
about that.
That's
I
right.
I actually love, and I'm so jealous that your time zone is Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah.
That just makes me think about Whistler in Canada and snowboarding in mountains. I'm so
The
jealous
mountains
of
look
you.
insane right now. They're like cotton candy pink off in the distance. Very beautiful as the sun
Yeah,
rises.
time well spent. That's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, that's like the most badass time zone too. Mountain Standard Time. It doesn't get any better than that. So we're going to start off here with a little bit of InArt, kind of teaser. So they're teasing us with this Bruce Wayne. We've been talking about this for over 2 years now, it feels like. I think that the Bruce Wayne from The Dark Knight's coming, with the caveat that they've already teased us with this 1/12 scale, which, it's hard to say, right? Their messaging is really kind of all over the board, but they're telling us that stay tuned, Bruce Wayne, Bale is coming soon. Ben, I'm going to start with you. What do you think of this? Is this something that you're kind of preparing the collection for?
That's hard to say, right? It's so early right now. I think it's a really nice sculpt for sure. From what you can see, I'm sure paintwork will be excellent, just like we've seen with other InArt offerings as of now. I still have my DX12 Bale, and I often don't display him with the head sculpt out. If you're looking for something that's going to come likely a little bit sooner, the Armory version from Hot Toys, the newest one, looks really good as well, and they've featured that upgraded bat suit. So for me, this is one that I haven't decided on. I don't know what the final is going to look like, and it's a wait and see at this point. I am a little bit Bale fatigued even at this point, though, I will say. I kind of
Wow,
wish
that's
we
a
were going to see
tap out
something
excuse.
else. I wish we were going to see something else from these guys. I don't feel like I need it right now. As I said, I typically display my Batman with the cowl on, not with the Bruce Wayne sculpt. However, I mean, if it's good enough, it would be cool to see this as something else in the collection as well. I don't have a civilian, as Shane would say, a civilian Bruce Wayne in the collection. So maybe that would be an option. But not for me right now. I'm not too excited about it yet.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and to your point, I really hope this. So this is from the J&D. I believe it's a set here. This is what we want, right? We want the Bruce Wayne. We want the Batman. That's a 2-pack we really, really want that we may open our wallets for. I'm going to now kick it over to the Dark Knight aficionado, as he's known, Dean the Dream. Your favorite film. Is this something that you're getting hyped for? You're definitely putting aside some money for this Christian Bale Batman, yeah?
No, absolutely not. I'm so fucking sick of seeing this franchise revisited time
Wow.
after time after time. Like, can we stop? How old is this franchise? When was the last movie?
2012 was the last movie.
And they're still
2008
pumping
was The Dark
figures
Knight.
out. like it's fucking still in theaters. It's like, oh my god,
That's how good the films
Joker
are.
left and right, and how many Bales now, and then we're getting another J&D Joker. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, they should
Can't
stop
we
doing it for Star Wars as
please?
well, man. Disgusting. Sick.
one, how
40 years
dare you?
old. Stop.
How dare you?
Literally your own argument against you.
Yeah, I mean, except the fucking Star Wars is a cultural juggernaut. Not that Batman isn't, but not Bale's Batman.
The Dark Knight is, man. You're wrong. You're just
No,
wrong.
It's really not. Like
No,
you're
it
talking
is, it
about
is.
you're talking about a franchise that shaped the culture of the way movies are made and told versus another rendition of Batman. Like it's really not the same thing.
Watch
But
your mouth.
Fair
Watch
point.
your mouth.
Fair point. I will say they stopped making sequel trilogy shit because people fucking hated it. But people love this shit, so they're gonna keep pumping it out. I get it. I am in a minority. I understand that. But dear Lord,
Whoa. I didn't take it racial. Just be clear.
Wow, I was gonna say.
I knew Marco was going to say it. I knew
I
Marco was
guess
going to say it, but I didn't
I
say it. Yeah.
I didn't hear what I said.
You didn't hear what you
you're
said?
minority. You're in the minority. So.
Oh, I mean, technically I am. I'm Hispanic, but
A few of them, actually.
yeah, a few of them. Yeah, people love these movies. I get it. I really do. But as a collector, I'm like really excited to see what new figures are pumping out, to see more Batman Bale verse stuff. It's kind of like, oh,
I have never heard someone
sucks.
refer to it as the Bale verse, but I'm gonna use that from here on out. I
the
love
Nolan
it.
trilogy. But like,
There we go,
like
Nolan
J&D, like, oh, another company stepping into the ring. Let's see what they come out with. It's another fucking Joker. It's like, cool. Like, I just dealt with that with InArt. You know what I mean? So, for
Okay,
InArt
Action
to be
Figure
teasing-
Academy. I'm with you,
Wow.
Dean. Bale sucks. Banned.
I've
Banned from
literally-
everything.
My hands were up
What the
while I was
heck?
talking. That's not me. I literally have never had anyone agree with me in the chat. But for InArt to be teasing this Bale, we kind of knew it was coming, right? They, like you said, it's been like 2 years that we've been talking about this. So to finally see it, to accompany their Joker, I will say that is cool. It's an actual companion piece to something you already have in your collection. That's the nicest thing I could say about it.
All right.
That's me and my Batman hate. There you go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, Ian, what's your take on the Bale verse? Is this something that you're hyped for? Apologies, I'm not sure if you're like a big Dark Knight head or not.
Yeah, I'm like Shane. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. All over that. I don't think I'll get this though. I'll wait and see. I'm going to do a Batcave in my other room, so I might do something with this because I'll need to get another Batman Dark Knight to go in that. But I don't think I would be displaying it with Bale's head sculpt. It looks good though. I have to say it looks good. I think somebody in the chat said that all the head sculpts are open mouth, and I get that, but I think it looks a really good job.
Yeah. Nick's Collectibles in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why do they always make Bale sculpts with slightly open mouths? That's a good question. I had never thought of that, but that may have been the glass shattering moment. I may have to look at every
He's got
sculpt
sinus
now.
problems. That's all. He's got sinus
Yeah, there you
problems. He's
go.
gonna breathe
That's
through
right.
his
He
mouth.
just, he's a
That's
mouth
I think
breather,
it's
just like
because-
myself.
I think it's because they're trying to make it screen accurate. And I remember reading somewhere, hearing somewhere that he had difficulty breathing through his nose on the cowl and was taking panic breaths through his mouth a lot of the times. Kind of like if you were watching like boxing or UFC, you'll hear the commentator going, "Oh, we got a problem here. He's breathing through his mouth." I'm like, "What the fuck is that about?" It's because they're supposed to be breathing through their nose to kind of, manage their air intake and keep, I suppose, not overexert themselves to gas out. But maybe that's it. Maybe like Christian Bale, like he did make some kind of goofy faces in the cowl from time to time. Like Hot Toys does exaggerate them, but yeah, it is a thing. So.
Yeah, so Shane, you don't collect civilians, Bruce Wayne, I feel like, is one that you could make an exception for. We've talked about this, a lot, but is this one that you're getting ready for? If they make the 2-pack, are you all in?
Are these the J&D ones?
This is the J&D. This is the statue.
Yeah, I really didn't think much of them. I was like, why did they make him 20 years older than he actually looks?
Yeah.
I do think he looks haggard in this. But yeah, you're right. I would make an exception for this. And I am waiting for this. And I heard, I think I heard Ben on some stream or something recently talking about waiting for InArt to do it. And we all know it's kind of a bit of a meme. But I mean, this one is just one where I'm not saying as a joke. I literally am waiting for InArt to do this because I had 2 DX19s. I want one with the bat pod and one for without the bat pod. And currently one is posed next to the InArt Joker. So the plan would be, if they do this and it's good and I'm interested and I pull the trigger, whether it's a single or a double pack, that it's coming home and that one will be posed next to the InArt Joker, and then the kind of upgraded DX19 I have will be on the bat pod. So yeah, very much interested in it. But like with these sculpts, these kind of like just molds that are unpainted, I get the gist of it if it's good or bad, but I can never, I can't judge. But there's nothing to show really. I can't judge if this is going to be epic or not because it's, yeah, it looks like Christian Bale, but I can't judge until I see it fully painted up at a decent prototype where I go, okay, is it good or bad or whatever. So I'm not hyped about this because we've known this was coming for like a year and a half. So this is not news. This is just, look what we got, because they're kind of
tease,
trying
right?
to deflect the fact that they're heavily delayed. And I'm a patient collector. I'm very patient. I'd rather wait another 3 months, 6 months for something just to get it right. But there's a point where I'm like, it'll come out when it'll come out. Also, all jokes aside, I do appreciate that Dean is well able to say that he doesn't like something as popular as it is and critically acclaimed as it is and as fucking awesome as it is, but he's still able to go, no, I'm going to swim against the current here. It's just not for me, and I do respect that and I appreciate that. And you should come on the Hope Show. You'd fit in. We have lots of diverse opinions on that, but I think you need to be. Don't
encourage him. Don't encourage him with his.
I will never agree with him. Mafia is the same. Mafia does not like the Dark Knight trilogy and doesn't like Bale specifically, but I respect that they're able to vocalize that difference of opinion. I'm never going to agree with either of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I always get hate for that, and I don't like X-Men.
Nah, there's definitely no hate here, Dean. Just think you're wrong.
Or not, yeah, not like actual hate, but people voice their opinions in the chat very strongly.
It's funny how that when that topic comes up, who's the best Batman? People get so fucking heated. It's an opinion. No one's right. No one's wrong. You might think you're right because it's your Batman, but you're not. It's completely subjective. Yeah. I never understood that way someone else's opinion would elicit an emotional response to you.
But I will say though, if you don't like the Dark Knight specifically, I won't even say the trilogy. The Dark Knight as a film, you are wrong. I'm just gonna say that definitively.
Hey, you're back down to under 2,000 subs here.
There we go. Yeah, we lost a lot. That's right. We didn't need him. That's right. And I will say we had John from InArt on LWO, and I did ask him point blank. I said, are you going to do the 2-pack? Are you going to do Bale and Batman? Well, Bale and Batman, yeah. Are you going to do Bruce Wayne and Batman? And he said, that's the plan. So we all expected it. Like Shane said, we've been talking about it for a long time. This little tease is not anything new, but it's just cool to see them make progress. And I'm desperate to see the 1/6 scale version of this character by InArt. I don't want the 1/12. I don't want anything else. Just give me that 2-pack and I'm ready here. So that's kind of what Bargain Bin Bros is about. It's about saving money. It's about preparing. And we'll see how long. This is probably like a 2025 figure. But go ahead, Shane.
When do you think they'll actually put up the official prototype images and the pre-order will open for this guy in the same way that the most recent one was the BVS Superman? When do you think we're going to get those images, and when will that 3-day window actually open?
Yeah, so
that last bit was a joke.
I would say that, yeah, I feel like they're probably going to get the first batch out. The first batch of the Robert Pattinson Batman by the end of the year, right? We're already in December. I feel like those are going to leak out to Joao is going to have it in his hands before the end of the year. They've got to at least have that, partway out the door before they announce this, in my opinion. Because I feel like if you haven't released that and you got another Batman up on pre-order, that's a losing game. But what do the rest of you guys think?
I can't see Pattinson coming out even leaking out, even the reviewers batches or whatever, or the early Hong Kong China releases. I can't see them coming out before the end of the year, but I hope I'm wrong. It's like the N1. I can't see it happen, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah, I mean they'd have to start shipping yesterday. Um, yeah, I feel like we would have seen them by now, but I mean, there's what? It's only the 3rd, so got a whole month to see if they should pop up. But
Yeah.
I think it'll be next year.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, so I would say like early next year is when we'll see this pre-order go up, likely. But yeah, so let me check in with the chat really quick here. Kind of delayed that part. We've got some guy in the house. Congratulations on the 2K, well deserved. I wouldn't say well deserved, but thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Shane 16 figure focus in the house. We got Ian Agent Silver Fox. We got Brick Artemis. What's up, guys? Hey, Brick Artemis, thanks for joining. We got Mark Mitchell. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. We got Ben Thomas. We got the talented Renz Tolentino. Congratulations, Mr. 2K. Love that. Thank you so much for joining. Now let's see who else. We got Nick's Collectibles. 16 Wrestling coming back. Looking forward to the next episode. That's right. Should be a wild one. I saw Dean's kind of all over all the advertising. It's almost like he's the star, is what I'm seeing. So,
I am headlining it. I think I'm taking on Howard Chan.
taking on Howard Chan. Wow, that's yeah, incredible, incredible.
In
First,
his Mark 50 suit.
love it with the OxCon shirt too. It's all great. We got 6 scale collector in the house. Morning all, and congrats, Margo. Hey, thanks for joining. Let's see, we got Philip the Fool, my man. Morning, gents. Congratulations, Marco, on 2K. Much deserved, bro. Hey, appreciate you. We got Richard Anthony in the house. Apologies, I know I do sound rough. I'm hearing myself right now, and it's not good. It's not good. Let's see. We got Absolute Irwin, 2K baby. Congrats, Marco, Gigi, and Pancake. Hey, Pancake's really carrying the most weight here. Appreciate you, Absolute Irwin. We got Lane Kramer in the house. Geez, early morning on Sunday. Lane, we had to do it before football. We had to do it before the Steelers lost. So, no, my man Lane. Thanks for joining, bro. Let's see. We got Keith Lee in the house. Early morning peeps. Hey, thanks for joining, Keith Lee. We got Primetime Reviews. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, thanks for joining. We got Tyria. Congrats on 2,000. Love to see it, laid out like that. Thank you so much for joining. We got Gilbert Almazon. Good morning, Bargain Bros. When saying I will wait for InArt pays off, lol. Really looking forward to this Batman. I will say, though, that I did see buy one, get one half off on Spec Fiction for the Rooted 2-pack Joker, which is, something that we speculated on Bargain Bin Bros. And to see that, like, kind of a reality that there's dead stock and that they're trying to get rid of is kind of wild. So, yeah, I think that's one thing that we said, wouldn't it be funny if the Joker went on Bargain Bin, and there he is. So it's a weird market right now.
That happened to me with the Robotech statue I got. I paid like $600 for it after shipping and stuff, and right now it's on sale for $300. I'm like, oh my god.
It's what happens. It's what happens. But you've had it in your hands and you've enjoyed it for this long.
Yeah,
so
it's fucking beautiful. I love it.
There you go. That's worth a lot of money in and of itself. So. Let's see. We got Action Figure Academy. I'm with you, Dane. I'm with you, Dean. Bale sucks. Okay, so I thought that I banned them, but I'm gonna go back right now and let's see. Lane Kramer saying, "Wait, Bale is the best live action Batman." There you go, my man. We've got the legend Oliver Pilgrim. Good morning, gentlemen. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Let's see who else we've got. And I can say in the house all I want because Joao said he'd be here and he's not. So we got Collective Minds in the house. What up, boys? Congrats on 2K. Hey, thank you so much. We got Bob Dylan, the legend, in the house. Congrats on 2K. Thanks, Bob Dylan. Appreciate you. We got the movie canon. I remember watching Justin doing a tour at InArt, and the guy teased a 1/6 Matrix figures. I'm a huge fan of the first film, so hoping for a Trinity to go with Neo Hot Toys. Yeah, lines and InArt, like we said, it's tricky, right? Because they're so slow. I will say, though, Kit said that he put up a post on his Facebook. So this is a 1/6 Kit. Said that they're going to triple their production team. So I think InArt this is InArt that's going to triple their production team. So it's looking like they're trying to accelerate things. We'll see what the results are. We got Danny Lee in the house. What up, boys? Congrats on 2K. Let's see who else we got. We got a live stream. Ain't a live stream without King Dingaling in the house. Morning, boys. King Dingaling's pictures just get more and more gun centric every time I see them, and that's awesome. Let's see. We got Brother Cousins in the house. What up, family? Shout out to this amazing panel. Wish you all love and success. 166, congratulations on the 2K. Here's the 2K more. Brother Cousins, really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. We got Eddie Money Mendez. Happy Sunday, my friends. Congrats, Marco. Hey, appreciate you, Eddie. A moment of sincerity for a second. I try to be genuine on here. I think we that's all of our goals. I sent, the stream link to the CW like Tuesday chat, and I was like, hey guys, I'm going to do a 2K celebration. Anyone that wants to join, just jump on in. Eddie said, hey, sorry, I'm at LA Comic-Con. I can't join. Everyone else left me on red. And I try not to be in my feels too often, but I was like, hey guys, kind of fucking sucks. Like, I sent the link, everyone read it, no one responded, and then Ben and Dean, being the sweethearts they are, were like, oh shit, sorry, we're just catching up. Like, we saw it, in the process of responding, and appreciate these guys. And it's just like one of those things, like, we all go through that, right? Where you don't feel the love back, and you just got to sometimes take a step back and be like, you know what, you're being a little drama queen right now. Everything's okay. So appreciate these boys I guilted them into coming on, I think, but it's
No, I am
really
the worst at reading a message and being like, I should respond to that, putting my phone down. I'll be like, I'll respond in a couple minutes, and then like 6 hours goes by and I've still forgotten. I'm the worst for that.
The devil's lettuce, man.
It's probably the devil's lettuce.
I will say, so
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
go ahead, Dean. Sorry, I cut
Ben
you
for
off.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Are those my hands?
I was gonna say that I've responded in my head, and I'll get distracted by something. But in my head, I like came up with a response, or like in this instance, I started typing it out. I got a drop down notification. I was like, oh, let me answer this really quick, and then I just totally gapped it because I had already replied. But I never hit send, or I didn't even finish typing it out and hit send. So
Also, in some of our conversations, we have the most random nothing burger chats about like random stuff of life. So it's like when there's 60 messages in there, you know that there's going to be some important pieces, but usually we're just shooting the shit and having a fun time. And you got to get caught up when you can. So.
That's right. Sometimes you can't catch up. And I will say, there's something about, Dean, I don't know what his excuse is, but Ben, the whole stoner thing, like two of my best friends in the whole world, very productive individuals. One of the guys is a doctor. Big stoners do the same thing though. They will just not respond at all. And I'm like, can we just get some type of response? I think like exactly what you described. They reply in their head and then just never send it. So it's definitely a pattern that I've seen. And no, it was just, I wanted to share that because it was a
idiot.
No, it happens to all of us, honestly. But I wanted to share that moment of sincerity because we all get in our feels from time to time, and it's gonna be all right. You just take a deep breath. Everyone still loves you, So let's see. We got movie canon in here. We got Dalmaton. What's up, gentlemen? Congrats on 2K. I wish Gigi was here to pronounce their name correctly, but hopefully she joins in a bit. Eddie says, hey, Marco, fuck those guys. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Exactly. So, but with that, let's move on to another figure here. And this is one, I think, Shane, I'm going to start with you because I think that you're ready and excited for this one. We've talked this to death a bit, but Kit also shared another update that this is likely not going to be as limited as people initially thought, right? I know InArt was teasing it's going to be really, really limited. It might not be limited, but it's going to be very expensive. Does it change your calculus at all, or are you still all in on this Joker 3-pack?
I don't care if it's limited or not. I don't need to have something that other people don't have to make myself feel like a better collector or whatever. Like if you look at one of my favorite figures, I know you take the Mark 6 or the Heath Ledger, if every single person in Ireland had one, I wouldn't give a shit. Because I'm not in their house. I'm in my house. The limited thing will make it harder for me to obtain if I want it. Because the two main factors are the price, and then if I can actually, even if I have the money, can I actually lock in one? Let's say if there's 1,000 there. So if it's not limited, that makes it easier for me to obtain. But the same thing here, I think the price could be the barrier here. And also, like, how much do I actually love this movie? I really, really enjoyed that movie. But I've only watched it a handful of times because it's an intense, dark, depressing movie. It's a beautiful
tough one to
piece
go
of
back
art.
to.
But it's not like, God, I'm feeling cheery today. Do you know what I want to watch? Someone's mental breakdown into complete anarchy. Like, it's not something that you need to watch that and be in the zone to watch it and be a bit bulletproof watching it. So yeah, look, I'll take a look at it. I'll see the price. So I'm glad it's not limited to me, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think that's a big win. Bob Dylan is saying, LOL limited, that word has lost all meaning in this hobby. Not necessarily a bad thing. I've been on record on saying I just want access to things. I come from the sneaker world where, you miss out on stuff that you want all the time. And it kind of stinks, honestly. Like, I like that Hot Toys in 1/6 figures, you can kind of get what you want as long as you're Johnny on the spot and you're there when the window, quote unquote, window opens. I love that about the hobby. So, yeah, I'm glad that maybe you're stepping back from the limited release. But Ben, I forget, how do you feel about this film? I know that you're a little bit more selective. Is this one that you're considering at all?
It's one I'm considering because it looks amazing. Like, these likenesses to Joaquin are insane. I think they're trying to cram as much value into this pack, obviously, as possible, right? Like, I think the price is going to be quite high, but break it down per figure body, per head sculpt. You're kind of in that 600 to 700 range per figure, which is very expensive, but still, like, I think that they're trying to give you the value behind it. For me, the film, I agree completely with Shane. You do have to absolutely be in the right headspace to watch somebody have a mental breakdown. It's a very sad version of this character. I gotta be honest, it never really felt like the Joker to me, though. Like, while it's a good film and while he's dressed like a clown, it never felt like it came from like a Batman universe. It was just a really well told story of somebody who goes through some crazy shit and comes out the other side broken. And I'll be interested to see where the second film potentially goes, especially with the introduction of a Harley Quinn. I think that's going to make it feel more like a Batman film. I would say this is definitely not my Joker. It's just a really interesting film and good movie, I'd say, overall. So I don't know if I have the desire to collect from it. I'm literally wearing a Batman sweater. Everything behind me is DC. I love the Joker as a character, but this one wasn't necessarily it for me. This might be one of those figures that I choose to pass on, and like we've seen with some of these InArts going on sale lately on the BST groups, if this ever hits a BST group or somebody wants to make a deal with me where I just buy one of their versions, I'd be happy with that.
Which one would you want?
So, I think the one where where he's dancing, it kind of looks like a bit like a statue, but he's like dancing in the bathroom. That was one of my favorite scenes of the film because you're really watching him crack in half in that moment. That's where he truly starts to slip into that madness and kind of let the inner Joker take over. But yeah, no, anybody out there, if you want to go thirds with me or something like that, maybe I'll consider that at some point.
You might actually be able to get someone, Ben, because I think a lot of people want the red suit version.
Yeah.
So that it'll be easy to find someone who just wants the red suit version, not the other two. You want that one. All you need is one person going, yeah, actually, I could get in on the clown version if they do 3 bodies, 3 head sculpts. Because last I heard was it's 2 bodies, 3 head sculpts, three
exactly,
sets
Shane.
of clothes.
That's right.
But then I heard they were changing it again. I think Mario, I don't want to misquote Mario, but I thought I heard him say he was talking to John. There might be it might be looking at that again. But then again, who knows? Like, so that's yeah.
It's really great that InArt has such clear messaging, I appreciate that they're out there in the community talking to us, but it just gets so convoluted. Like, let us know when something's ready and give us the best possible tease of it, because it's always like, oh, maybe we're gonna do a DeLorean, maybe we're gonna do this. It's like you're not focused. Like I need Shane. There you go. Focus, please.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, the products are good, and that's why we put up with their shit. You know, so
It's true.
you know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like dating a beautiful person. You know, you just sometimes.
I was going to make that analogy, but I thought maybe it wasn't too PC. But like, you know, you put it across a lot more PC than what I had in my head.
We can we can do that here. So Dean, how are you feeling about this one? Any interest at all? I forget. Oh, sorry about that. I forget how you feel about this film.
Yeah, the movie was okay, I guess. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. But collecting from it, no way.
I think I remember seeing that on one of the posters. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Dean the Dream Martin.
But Dean, what if he was blue and he could run really fast?
I would buy it immediately.
He would buy all of them, actually.
All of it, yeah. Yeah, this is, it's like owning a figure of like an actual serial killer. It's like, that's weird. Like, a movie or a character from like a horror film, like Michael Myers or something, where it's like a slasher horror, like that's one thing. But like this movie was like too real. Does that make sense? That it's like, ooh, like I feel icky doing that.
Yeah.
It was so unsettling watching this movie, and like it is a good film, but
That's a fair point.
I just don't want to collect from it. That being said, I got so sick of all the third-party versions of this character because it's like Hot Toys didn't want to make it. Like nobody made this thing except for third parties. So it is nice to see an actual company making a licensed product from it. And InArt can't argue with their quality. I mean, they deliver. So that is really cool to see. A 3-pack, however they choose to do it, that's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, even thinking about it, even if it was like a sculpted 3-pack,
You could almost get the Guardians of the Galaxy 7-pack that Ben Thomas has been touting for the price of this.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see. We're already going to see a sequel, so I feel like this is a little late from anybody, really. But it is what it is. Yeah, kind of like the movie. I don't hate it. It's just not for me.
Fair enough. And so just to clarify, the update from Kit was it's likely not going to be limited like initially thought, or as limited as initially thought, but it's going to be expensive. So that was his update. So yeah, I think Shane is speculating at least $1,500 for the triple pack. That seems about right. That feels right. Like $1,500. If they charge us to $1,100 shipped for the rooted 2-pack Joker to get 3 with this diorama, right? Because there's this at least one dio here. It's probably going to be $1,500 at the minimum. So
I thought
that's
there was
going to be
2 dios.
Yeah, maybe
mirror?
2.
The clown mirror.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think it's on the other side though. I think it's the back of this. I don't think he has the mirror set piece that you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn I saw. Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's an iconic thing. I would have thought that they would have done that, but it doesn't feel like they did that. So, Ian, how about you? Is this one that you're considering at all? Does the limited, the backtracking on the limited availability change your mind at all?
No, not for me. I'm the same as Shane. I don't collect for limited. I'm certainly not interested in getting this in terms of 3 figures or potentially 3 figures of the same character. I think the Joker was my last for that. I think about space and I want different characters. I would be, like the majority of people, I'd be interested in the red suit. I love the diorama. It looks great. But what's lacking on this, it's like the Pattinson Batman. I'm not getting that because I didn't feel there was a strong enough villain, although Colin Farrell was really good. But in terms of the film, I'll wait till the second movie It's the same with this. I feel that I'd have more attachment to Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn and Joker, so we'll see what comes out on that. But yeah, this would be way too pricey for 3 figures of the same character.
Yeah.
I think she's a great choice, I think, as well, to play Harley Quinn. I know we all love Margot Robbie, but like obviously they went with someone different. I'm not a Lady Gaga fan, or at least I definitely wasn't until I saw Star is Born, when she was more stripped back and she wasn't dressed as in a meat dress.
She's great in that.
She can act. Yeah. She obviously can sing. I think she's got that look as well. Like she's not like an absolute stunner like Margot Robbie. She's just normal looking, and I think she's going to do a great job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the second film. Like I've said, I didn't necessarily love the first one. It felt like someone trying to make a Scorsese film, which I get. Scorsese was, a bit involved, maybe a producer on it, but I had seen The King of Comedy right before watching this, and I'm like, it just feels like a ripoff to me. So,
but it's hard
it's
to,
not one.
Dean, it's hard to. It's kind of like what Dean said. It's hard to say, "Oh, I love this film." Like it is hard to say, because it's like he shoots a guy in the face at the end of it. It's like you say, "Oh, this is my favorite movie." People go, "What a psychopath!" Like it reminds me of a story. One of my favorite movies is Fight Club, and David Fincher is fantastic. But apparently, I don't know how true this is now, but apparently there's the story goes David Fincher, his daughter was dating this guy, and he just started a new relationship. They'd gone on a few dates, and David Fincher was asking the daughter, like, so what's this new guy like? And she's like, oh no, I really, really like him. Actually, Fight Club is his favorite movie. And David Fincher said, dump him.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I want that story to be true, and I don't know if it is true, but yeah, it's a hard movie to say this is my favorite movie, or this is, because it's dark.
It could be telling of one's character if you really relate to this.
Somebody in the comments was like, well, Anakin killed a bunch of younglings. It's like,
that was me.
But that's also so far removed in the fantasy setting that it's like, yeah, this is totally action fantasy. Kind of like John Wick, right? John Wick shoots 1 million people in the face, but he's a likable guy. But this felt so real.
The puppy earned him that street cred in the first movie. No, it's okay. The puppy was really cute, and we can understand why he wants to shoot everyone in the face.
Yeah,
that's the link.
And they're also also criminals, so it's like, fuck those guys. But like this movie, like his descent into madness and depravity felt so real that it's like I said, it just like, ooh, like it feels uncomfortable watching.
I also had always liked the theory before they announced a second movie was going to come, that this could be like the inspiration for the Joker that we come to know. That this was kind of like the first iteration that exists of Joker and kind of inspires that next version to come, which I always liked that. But then now with the second movie coming with a Harley Quinn in it, that's not the case, obviously. But one of the things that I always liked about Heath's interpretation of the Joker was, while he was scary, I also found myself smiling every time he spoke. Every time it was
like
fun.
A dog chasing a car.
It's true, man.
Yeah. He was like funny but not funny, but the Joker made me smile and be nervous. That's something that I found the Joker from the Suicide Squad totally missed the mark on. He went to like the crazy, scary realm a little too much, and then this one was a lot more like sad and hard to watch.
His jokes
and kind of
funny.
feel bad for him until he kills somebody, and then he kind of loses that aspect of himself that you can relate to. Whereas, as I said, Heath's interpretation was just that. He was kind of interesting to watch, but he was also scary to watch. But you also kind of understood up to a certain extent some of his motivations. So
great point.
And this is a complete tangent here, but I liked the theory that what was his Leto's Joker was actually Jason Todd, right? That was like kind of floating around. And like maybe wasn't the first Joker. Like that seemed like a really cool concept. So the idea that one Joker could inspire another, or like the idea of Joker is kind of timeless. I like that. So I hope to see that like in live action in the future. I really quickly want to shout out Mario El Profesoro, who should be on here right now. Mario, get in here. Is Marco giving away the 3-pack Joker? Do I qualify? Congrats on 2K. Appreciate you. I'm not giving away the 3-pack Joker. We are giving away a Blurrg thanks to CollectorsZown. We'll probably do that giveaway maybe in the next 20 or so minutes. So yeah, everyone that's in here, we're going to do some trivia, so stay tuned for that. Really quickly, let's see. Bob Dylan was saying, I was hoping they would offer the dressing room diorama like the one built, let's see. Now that would be, I can't read this morning. So anyways, yeah, I think that's like a really weird omission that they didn't do that dressing room dio, because that's such an iconic scene. So
That was Bullet
yeah,
Head, the Bullet Head company.
okay,
one.
okay. Thanks, Ben. You're bailing me out here since Gigi's
I can
not
read
here
them
to
if
read
you
for
want.
me.
Tell me
Yeah,
to read them
appreciate
if
you,
want.
bro. There we go. I might defer to you a bit more. Let me just check.
Because
with
Ben
some more
speaks
people.
Ben speaks English. Ben, it's been well documented that Ben
right.
speaks English very
I'm
good.
now on
He
coffee
does,
number
he
3.
does.
If you see the cam go off, it's because I'm getting more Java. Don't we worry about it.
Hey, love it, eh? Let's see. We got PC Figures in the house. Hey, good morning, afternoon, all. Hey, appreciate you. We got Jose Plus in the house. Morning, boys. Thanks for joining. We got Lancelot's Nerd Corner. What's up, everyone? Congrats on hitting 2K mark. Hey, appreciate you. So let's move on here to another limited release. And this one, we don't have to spend too much time here, but just want to ask everyone who grew up on the 90s Spider-Man, and given, the kind of confusion around this figure, if you love that 90s Spider-Man, is this still one that you're considering getting, given that it's limited?
I grew up on the 90s Spider-Man. I loved that movie or show. This is not one of them, to be honest. This is not one of those figures I feel like I need. I've said it in a couple streams now. I do feel like Hot Toys was kind of forced into showing us what this figure looked like before they were completely finished baking it in the oven. It felt like a bit of a confused release. It had the Amazing Spider-Man down on the bottom. It had the 90s animated logo, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. And then this version of Spider-Man looks like a representation of about 5 different Spider-Mans altogether. They should have called this like the amalgamation Spider-Man, not necessarily attaching it to this particular franchise. One of the things that I'm most excited for is actually Mondo Toys going down the animated Spider-Man line because of their success with the X-Men animated series and the Batman the animated series. They can cell shade those figures. They look like direct screen rips from the show. They're amazing, and they're insanely posable, and typically a slightly lower cost. If you're going to have a series like this also, you can't just have the Spider-Man. Like, one of the best parts of that show from the 90s was the Rogues Gallery, all the different villains and the coloration of those outfits and how they looked and all of it. I feel like you can't just have the Spider-Man. So go deep. Don't just skim the surface. It's the limited part
Are you
that
used
I think,
to going deep?
I mean, I'll save that for after dark.
Wow.
I feel like the limited makes it more exciting for collectors, but I don't know, is it one we actually need? Is it the right Spider-Man? It's hard to say. For me, I'm gonna just choose to skip this one and wait to see if Mondo does some interesting ones. I love my Batman the Animated Series figures, so I'd like to see those ones.
Absolutely. And I will say, Andreas IB in the house, and this is ridiculous here. Shane 16 Figure Focus with the super chat. Shane, thank you so much. Yellow
Congrats
or
on
green?
2K.
What does the chat think? Thank you, Shane. Really appreciate that, brother. So I'll have some announcements on where the funds are going that have been contributed to the channel. We want to do something fun with it for the holidays, but really appreciate you, Shane. So that'll be going towards that. But I don't know what that symbol is, but we only recognize the $sign. So. But no, appreciate you, brother.
That's a euro. So that's about like $700. No, it's about $14, I'd say.
Amazing, brother. No, I'm totally.
So you
joking.
only need about another $1,480 to get your triple pack InArt Joker. Then
There we
So
go.
you're on your way, man. You're on your way.
And I will say this. So last time I say thank you because I know you're going to get annoyed by that. And I will just say this is me thinking about that triple pack. It's not bad. I think I could do that. 1,500. It's not bad. So,
That's a great clip.
That's so.
I actually need
So
to crack
Ian,
one of these open, guys. So can someone just type yellow or green in the chat because I'm thirsty? Like, so this is
there
the
you
yellow
go.
one, and this is the
All right,
green
let's see.
one.
Let's
So
see.
it's
Hold
like,
on,
come
hold
on.
on.
Yeah.
Let's solo you really quickly here. So show us
Okay.
again.
All right. So this is the Rye River Brewing Company. I'm not sponsored by them. If I was sponsored by them, I wouldn't have a channel. Um, so this one is like a beautiful coastal IPA, and it is about 5.2%. And this one is a hops Citra Extra Pale Ale, and this one is 4.5. Now, look, they're both going to the same place, but just a question is which one gets open first. So,
Amazing,
congratulations on
amazing.
2K.
Appreciate you, brother. So we've got Ian saying yellow. Let's see.
Ian went with the percentage. Guaranteed.
Listen, Ben, you can't mess around with me like this because I was just like, I don't remember typing this. You know, I'm not well right now.
I
This was
forgot that
Ben
it was
Green.
you. I forgot.
No, that's awesome. You had me really duped there. Empire Strikes is saying green. Let's see. Oliver Pilgrim
means
is saying
green.
verde. There you go.
Green. That's green, and I think it's that green in French. I think.
In Spanish, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
might be in French as well. But
Vert.
Thalia
Vert is
Minor is
green.
I was close.
there. You go. Boom. Thalia Meyer is saying green. We got Philip the Fool saying green. Bob Dylan 5.2% yellow. Boom. So Andres IB saying yellow. Mark P saying green. Lancelot Nerd Corner saying yellow. Seems like a 50% split. So Shane, I think you gotta just crack them both. We need to see a double
Okay.
fist. I
Well,
think
I'm
that's
not
the
doing this
only.
live on
Pour them into
TV.
the same place.
There we go.
Dirt. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the 5% one just because I'm not giving Ian an inch. I'm not giving him a stick to beat me with.
Wow.
So
Shouldn't drink beer less
yeah,
than
it is.
5%.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Commander Green saying, I walked away and thought you were talking about me. We should be talking about you, though, because your Instagram, top-notch photos. So definitely go check out Commander Green on IG. But that's awesome. So Dean, Ian, what do you guys feel about this one? One that you might chase on the limited market there?
No. Short and sweet, no. I already have kind of my Spider-Man. Most of my other Marvel figures are from the movies, so I'm not going to put a comic book Spider-Man with that. So, yeah. That's my answer.
Fair enough. How about you, Ian?
No, not for me. It looks cool, apart from it being a mashup. When Toby comes, I'll have, I think, 9 Spider-Man figures, so that's me done on Spider-Man. So I wouldn't collect that at all. I just, yeah, it as a big Spider-Man fan, it looks odd. It looks cool, but it looks odd.
Yeah. It
That
just
makes
feels like
sense.
a really minimal effort. I know Shane pointed out the camera accessory. I do like that a lot, though. Is that worth spending
Yeah.
over 300 for? Probably not. But like we said, the churro, everyone lost their mind over that. So who knows? The camera could be the next thing. And so yeah, it looks nice, but he's so thin. Like we need. Let's see. This was
Yeah.
the version of Peter Parker and Spider-Man who
He's
are the
yoked
same
out, man.
person.
He is
He
yoked
was
out.
like, give us a big body. If that's what you were going for, give us a big, thick. Excuse me. Give us the guy bulked up a bit.
Give me a big excuse me.
Dude, that's right. Do not clip that, please.
Oh, Bob's in the chat.
man.
It's already done. It's already
Oh
done.
man,
I love
that's
that.
right. So Bob Dylan is saying, Commander's clone shots look just like Harry's now. Cinematographer, so cinematic. Yeah, both doing incredible work. So I'm one of those people that just take shots with my iPhone. Obviously, Gigi is the inspiring photographer, or she aspires to be a photographer, excuse me. So yeah, but I've got none of those skills. So really admire folks that do. Jose Plus is saying, Marco really emphasized that big. Yeah, you know. Oliver Pilgrim is saying big, thick churro. Yeah, it's that's how we want it. That's how we want it. So let's move on from this, and we're gonna talk about our last figure here.
I can't
Ben,
believe I
I'm
got
gonna
out of
start
bed
with
for
you.
this big churro talk. You love to
That's
see.
right. Exactly. We needed you represented here. So
Apparently, you know,
Ben, obviously we've heard all the hoopla about the degradation from the prototype to the final of this Wolverine. I know this is one that you were excited for. I want to share this that I saw on Facebook. So let's see it. This person's name, I apologize, I cannot pronounce, but someone did a mock-up of how the Wolverine should look. So I think that again, I'm not a photographer. I have very limited knowledge in terms of lighting and in terms of what things should look like. So let me share this again really quick. Sorry, y'all. Let me do this like this. Boom. But so having a hard time grasping exactly what they're trying to convey here, but I think they tried to do like, okay, if all the lighting is the same, the bottom right is what the sculpt should have looked like, and the top left is what it does look like. And so you kind of see the wideness of the face, the paint apps on the beard. All that being said, though, Ben, is this still one that you're going to get that you're still excited for?
Oh yeah, well, 1,000% I'm still excited for. In fact, when I saw the post go up, I had still an $86 payment left at Sideshow, and I just paid it off. I don't think it's going to bump me up in the queue at all, but I mean, here's to hoping. I've been waiting to put a Wolverine, or at least a Hugh Jackman, beside my Deadpool figure for some time now. And I loved Days of Future Past. In my opinion, it's the best film, if not the best, at least the second best Fox X-Men universe canon film that's existed. I loved the movie. Now, I also love Hugh Jackman. He's a badass actor. I think for me, one of the takeaways from those photos you showed, but also just from the difference in prototype to final, are those chops. When we saw the prototype, his hair, like his facial hair, was a lot more accentuated, a lot darker, a lot more pronounced, just like Wolverine. They kind of trimmed that off a little bit, which is disappointing. I think the takeaway from me here is that we always talk about the fact that prototypes and finals, you might see a little bit of a degradation in that kind of the mass production of those figures. But because things have been going waitlist lately, because there's been that pressure to PO now because you might miss out, I find that it's more disappointing when you see a downgrade in the final. Because if anybody out there felt compelled to buy so they wouldn't miss it, it's still a very expensive figure to lock in for you to not feel like you're getting exactly what you paid for. Despite us all as collectors knowing that that's still always a bit of a possibility. That's the disappointing aspect to me. Shout out to MRC Collectibles, because I actually watched his unboxing last night. My actual new biggest takeaway is how difficult it looks to actually not only change the forearms, those seamless forearms, on the body itself. That looks really finicky and a little challenging, so be really careful you don't break your friggin' figure. But also how difficult it's going to be to change the clothing. I was expecting, for some reason, that it would be a lot easier to swap the outfits, but after seeing him have to, like, unbutton the buttons on the shirt and everything,
Take
just
off
to
that
be able to...
leather belt as well.
Oh my god, I was like, nope. He's staying in leather jacket the whole time. Unfortunately, those amazing seamless arms, I think, are going to be sitting in the box, or I'm going to like lay them out in the collection just on the floor, like on the shelf, I should say. So, but you know what? Either way, I'm still very excited. I do think the sculpt is a bit of a downgrade, but just like anything, the Endgame Loki that I have in my collection, people ragged on that figure. They thought it looked terrible with the slick back hair. Once I got him in the collection, right now I've got him holding the Tesseract, kind of like the scene right before he becomes variant Loki. I love the look of the figure. I think he looks perfect, in my opinion. I know Doc Ock was the same way. People really didn't like that Doc Ock until they got him in their collections, and they're like, it's actually not too bad. I kind of like it. I think this is going to be the same way. As soon as we get these in our collections, it's going to be like, there's Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is finally in my collection if you don't have one already. And I think most people will be pretty happy. It's just easy to compare to what was the past prototype versus this one. Unlike that, Cobb Vanth, that I don't think that there was actually much of a difference between production and proto. So we'll see.
It is true. This one feels significantly different. It's funny when you talk about the changing of the clothes. There were like lines that I drew in my head when I got into this hobby. Like, I'm not going to be changing all these clothes. I'm not going to be combing hair or brushing hair, whatever you want to say. And you just find yourself crossing those lines with the rooted InArt Joker. Like, having to apply the sculpt was like such a frustration for me. So trying to change these Wolverine outfits is going to be tough. And Keith Lee is saying, Changing the forearms are easy. You just need to read the instructions. It's already been established that I cannot read. I went to public school. It's going to be just a big challenge for me. So
That
yeah,
is a good
this one might.
call out, though. There are a lot of collectors out there that are just like, they just start ripping the clothing off, and they start trying to force things, and that's when you will definitely damage your figure. I think one of the big shout outs for reading the instructions I ever had was actually the Doc Brown, because I wanted him to look like he's supposed to, and making sure every tool is in every slot and everything was key. But no, definitely read the instructions. That's a good call, Keith Lee.
Did they have any instructions about putting putty in the holes on the head, or?
They didn't, unfortunately.
All right.
I hate to
You
see
hate
it.
to see it. Dean, so the Wolverine, how you feeling about this one? Is this something that we should be disappointed in, given the prototype versus the final?
I guess I don't know if I just don't have the eye for Wolverine. Again, not an X-Men fan, so I didn't like really watch the movies that much growing up. So I don't know if, I guess it's just me, but I really don't see a huge difference in the prototype versus what we ended up getting. I think it looks fine. Unless I'm super blind. I don't know if you could pull the pictures up again. Like, because I saw someone post that and I was like, what are they pointing out here? Like, I don't like.
So
what
I
am I
think,
looking at? It looks the
yeah, hold
same.
on. Let me change this orientation here. Let's just make this full screen and get us away here. So on the left is the final, right? And I think that they were trying to say, listen, let's take away all the variables. Let's look at that, and then if we're doing the final version, or excuse me, the prototype here on the right, this is what it would look like in the same lighting. That's what I think they're trying to convey. So if you kind of, again, see the narrowness of the sculpt and see the paint application on the beard versus the final version here, paint apps are pretty weak and the head's a lot
Okay.
wider.
Okay, I could definitely see the paint being not as great. The John Wicks have the same problem too. I think facial hair is just very difficult. I guess so it doesn't look so painted on, which of course it is. Yeah, I guess I could kind of go with the paint on that, but I don't think it's egregiously bad. And as far as narrowness of the sculpt, I'm really not seeing it that much. He's got kind of a square head anyway, so yeah, I think this figure looks fine. I think if you bought it, like you pretty much got it what you paid for. I don't. You're always going to have a little bit of a loss between prototype and final. That could just be the molds. They're only good for so many. What do you call them? Injections, I guess. Before the molds start to go bad and you can't use them anymore. So
Ejactions, I think is what they're called.
yeah, ejaculations. Yeah.
Sounds filthy. Ian was thinking it. It was like White Chicks. You said it. You were thinking it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this figure looks pretty good. And that's coming from someone who doesn't really like Wolverine. So
That's right. It's a good character and a really great film, so of course you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, so how dare you? If someone really loves a character and they could point out all the stuff that's wrong with it, hey, like I'll agree. Like sure, okay, like what you're talking about. I don't really when it comes to this character or this look. I think it's from Days of Future Past, right? Because it still has the bone claws. Does it come with metal claws at all, or does
No,
it only?
it didn't have them in that movie.
Okay.
But I will say, some folks were, I think it was CT603 and maybe Calvin that were saying you can get metal claws on eBay for like $20.
Yeah.
So if you want
Yeah.
hands with the metal claws, it's very attainable.
Yeah, I used to have the Wolverine from the Wolverine movie, like his last movie. Was that just called Wolverine? I forgot.
Logan.
Thank you. And that had metal claws. That was a cool figure. But in terms of the only problem I have with this is it's just like Hugh Jackman in like his everyday clothing with bone hands. Like they're not exciting figures, right? Like someone in a costume, you know. But that's
Yeah.
not the fault of the figure or Hot Toys. It's just what the movies looked like. So it's also hard for me to get excited to you know comb through all the photos and like, oh, this is different than this. Like even just as recently as the Bale Batman the Hot Toys did. Ben, I think you brought it up. The Armory version compared to the last one, they even just came out with, I think it was this last year, and the upgrades to that suit and how much more accurate it was. Like that's cool and fun to do on stream and you know talk about with people. But this, it's like, oh, his head's kind of wide. It's like, okay, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. It's tough to translate. And sorry, Dean, I didn't want to interrupt you because you were cooking.
No,
but
go ahead.
huge thank you to Mario El Profesoro for the cause. Congrats again, bro. $50
Hey,
super chat. Incredible, Mario. Thank you so much, man.
Mario,
Really
what a
appreciate
guy.
you. Yeah, what an absolute legend. As I mentioned, we're gonna do something really fun with all the contributions. So stay tuned for more info on that. But really appreciate that, Mario. Absolute legend. And Jose Plus is saying this is the second time I've heard Shane quote White Chicks. It's a great film. It's a great
Listen,
film.
when Terry Crews starts singing that song every single time, I could be 80 years of age if I'm lucky enough to live that long, and that would always make me laugh.
That's right. just a great scene. That Terry Crews in that, and then Friday After Next, just some of his best performances. But Ian and Shane, is this one that you guys are hyped for? Any letdown given the proto versus the final?
Hey, listen, we're not a package deal, right? We're not a couple. So
I
which one
cannot
of us do you wanna-
understand either of you, so I'm just kicking it to you guys to just say
Listen,
some
you
stuff.
fucking pick one, right? And that's how it is. Like you didn't come to me for the Amazing Spider-Man. That's okay because I've no interest in it. And well played. But
I
Ian,
blew it.
Marco, I believe, would like to know your long, detailed opinion on this figure before he gets my long, detailed opinion.
There
on
we
this
go.
figure.
Yeah, there we go. We'll let you both cook. Ian, go ahead. You first.
Okay. Look, I love Hugh Jackman, I love Wolverine, and I love this movie. And I cancelled my pre-order, so that makes sense, eh? I will. For me, I'll pick this up in time. I just had to change direction because of what I was doing last month and this month. So I think it's still there's a drop off from the prototype, but it still looks great. This looks fantastic in my opinion. I'm not scared about the changing arms or anything like that. I'm not scared at all on it.
So you're a real collector.
Even
you're
the comments,
no fear.
no fear. So in terms of the leather belt, doesn't bother me either. I will pick it up in time. I think it looks fantastic, and the nameplate as well doesn't bother me at all. I would get that custom fixed if they don't send out a replacement. Again, I think it looks fantastic. So I'm probably talking myself into getting it soon, more quickly than
There we go.
I'm expecting. So, but yeah, over to my partner.
So I will say,
I told you to
really
stop
quickly,
with that.
I have a follow up question for Ian though. Is the exclusive edition with the Sentinel arm, is that an essential piece for you, or are you okay with just like the standard or just the standard deluxe?
Yeah, I mean, I got the what was it? It was the deluxe. Whatever it was the full package. That's what I'd ordered, but it's not essential for me. It's more that figure. And I did also at the time of pre-order, I got the same hands and claws as Calvin. So I've got the metal claws already there, sitting. So
You're good to go.
Shane, so they'll sit there until I pick this up. Probably Q1 next year. I'll look at getting it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No.
Once it
Yeah, I
goes,
think it's
once it
still.
goes to the bargain bin.
There we go, my man, my man.
You speaking Marco's
So,
language, yeah. You're in the right place, you
a
know.
collected, a collected collector saying, "Is someone going to put this in Google Translate?" I will just say, I give you guys shit, but I absolutely love both of your accents. Like, I think that that's such an endearing, yeah, just the most badass accents. So Shane, all right, so kind of a civilian Wolverine, but I know you've got a long video on this, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny actually you say a long form video on it because certain characters, man, there's certain characters just get the views. Like, and making a video is like Wolverine, and it's over 1,000 views just because it's Wolverine. Like, you mean it's mad. With Iron Man's the same. Batman just get bigger hits because of who they are. But then you make a video on the Grand Inquisitor and it gets like 97 views over 6 months or something because no one gives a shit about the Grand Inquisitor. Let's be honest, like, but or very few people do. All right. First of all, I'd like to copy and paste everything that Ben said because I agree with pretty much everything he said. One thing though about the swap outs, I actually think that Ian said he wasn't concerned with that. I think that could be a cause for concern because I also watched MRC Collection Adventures video last night, and the swap out mechanism looks very, very similar to the DX13. If you remember, the DX13 comes with a regular leather jacket and then a kind of a mashed up leather jacket with the left arm torn off because it has a regular arm and then the torn off arm. And one of the, if you see them on buy sell trade groups a lot for sale, perfect, except the swap out arm bit has been broken. So there's a little connector which is actually looks quite similar to how you swap out both arms on this. So I do think you want to exercise a bit of caution if you are swapping out those seamless forearms, because it looks to me very similar to the swap out mechanism used on the DX13's left arm. Now, watch Reagan's review, that's MRC Collection Adventures, because he shows you how to pop it off. It does look scary and even says it is scary, but he shows you how to pop that off. So if you are concerned, Ben, definitely watch that. I got to side with Ian though on the whole belt thing. They made a genuine, real leather jacket, but didn't just go the extra mile and go, you know what, we may as well do the belt leather as well. So
Classic Hot Toys.
Yeah, classic. That's their whole artisan line all over. In terms of this figure, right, the base, I'm sorry, but that's unfucking forgivable. I get that it's a Hong Kong based company and that English is not the first language. I completely get that. And look, I classically mispronounce things the whole time. I make typos, I misspeak or make grammatical errors, and it's just part of being a human. But this is a company, and I'm sorry, that shouldn't have ever got to mainstream. So doesn't really take away from the figure, but it's a bit annoying. So what I'm going to go for on this one is I had agreed a price with Lion Rock Toys for the deluxe exclusive because I did want the base on this one. But from what I understand, the regular version without the fancy base doesn't have the typo. So what I'm thinking maybe is go and pick up the regular one with the exclusive part. And then if they fix the deluxe in time, then go back and reorder that one at the agreed price. And then maybe sell the regular one or give it away in the channel or something like that.
Wow, this
in
is
terms of
some
the figure
real
itself,
collector brain stuff right here.
Yeah,
we can talk ourselves into these things.
You see, I know people. You'll have these people saying, "Oh, I think it's funny," and it's just a misspelling or whatever. But it is $300 plus. It is $330.
No doubt.
And I Google it. Like it's not a fringe character. And it's not one person, or it's a team of people in a company that's licensed. It's not. This looks like a third party job. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. In terms of the figure itself, though, yes, there is a drop down. I thought the original sculpt on this and the prototype was fantastic. There is a gap from prototype to product. I still see Hugh Jackman here, but I can't deny there has been a bit of a drop down. But I'm still happy with it. I think the seamless forearms are fantastic. The fact you get two different shirts, fantastic. And yes, it's kind of a civilian, but it's Wolverine. He gets away with it. Real genuine leather jacket. Beautiful tailoring. Come on, I think this is awesome. The adamantium claws, it doesn't come on, doesn't bother me because A, they didn't advertise them like that. B, we know we're going to get that Deadpool 3 one anyway, and that'll have your adamantium claws and your beautiful yellow classic suit. So I think this is it's still fantastic, but I do recognize there has been a drop down. Yeah, one final thing. Sorry, I know I'm going on a bit, but I'm really really like
love
this.
it. Let them cook.
People have been saying, like, well, in the prototype images it says Wolverine. I get that, but that's not that. It's not for us to. That's not an excuse for them to get away with it. Like, you go on a date, you're not looking at what brand of shoes she's wearing. You don't give a shit about her shoes. Let's be honest. You're looking at her face, you're seeing if you're having a good time or not. That's the main stuff. The same way when we saw this, we were looking at a beautiful head sculpt, that beautiful genuine leather jacket, and you were looking at the bone claws and the swap out, the seamless forms. That's the stuff that matters. But still, if it's sitting up on your shelf, just spell Wolverine on it properly. Out.
Love it. They can't keep getting away with it, is what I will say, though. Yeah, I don't understand. I think Zach is the one that says this. Like, why are they making like a brand new piece for this anyways? You've got so much stuff to borrow from the production. Like, why are you making a brand new plate anyways? It's just kind of baffling that something like that could happen. But let's see. Keith Lee is saying, I care about her shoes. Shoes can tell you a lot about a person. It's true. Equan is saying, shoes and feet are a make or break for me, as one could imagine based on Equan's profession. I will say Equan is here just in time for the giveaway we're going to do right now. We're going to do some trivia and then do the giveaway. Equan wins all of the giveaways too. So this is, we'll see if he can keep his streak up. And so, yeah, no, really, really well said, Shane. And so I just want to say one thing here really quick. So the rules of the giveaway, like I mentioned, we're going to do some trivia. We're going to put everyone into a duck race at the end. So we're going to do a few questions, enter some folks into a duck race, and that'll dictate first place through third. So we've got a Blurrg that we're giving away for first place, and then second and third place, $25 in credit for CollectorsZown. So with that, the rules are really simple. You've got to be a member of CollectorsZown Cantina on Facebook. So I put the link for the Facebook group in the description. If you're not a member yet, just go really quickly and become a member so I don't have to disqualify anyone. And I will just say the Blurrg is for US only because I will be covering shipping for whoever wins it. So unfortunately, US only for the Blurrg, but the other credits are available for everyone. So let's start really quickly with the trivia here. And I'm going to start off with an easy one. So the way we're going to do this is first person to answer that I see in the chat. It could come up differently for other people, but first person to respond that I see will get entered into the drawing. We'll probably do between 5 and 6 questions here. So really quickly, first one. This is a softball, easy one. What is the name of our dog? So what is the name of the dog that Gigi and I have? Should be an easy one if you're a listener of the channel. So not all of these are 1/6 specific, but I do want to reward some folks that are longtime fans of the channel. So Andreas IB in there with Pancake. That's the first one that I saw. We got a lot of people chiming in with Pancake, so love to see it. But so Andreas is the first one in our drawing so far. Yeah, a lot of people in there with Pancake. You really do love to see it. All right, that was a softball one. So I'm going to jump around a little bit here. And this is one that we talked about a bit on the channel already. So let's see. Next one. What type of figures does Shane not collect? Should be another softball here.
Wrong answers only.
That's right. Oh, man. Let's see. This one might be a little bit trickier for folks, but yeah. So there we go. Boom. Man, my man Equan is on it, but Jose Plus on my end beat him to it. Civilians and prequels. There we go. We got a lot of civilians.
Even Sneaker's not wrong.
Evil Universal Key. So we got a lot of folks that knew that one. So all right. So we got Andreas IB and we got Jose Plus are the two so far that have gotten it correct. Don Maton, you might be a little bit laggy here because I just saw him put Pancake. So make sure that you're caught up. Make sure that you're live here. All right. So we got 2 so far in the stream. Ben Thomas, I'm going to ask for your... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say Shane doesn't collect pancakes either. Don't worry.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I saw Don Maton comment there, I was like, oh, he's watching this like 5 minutes behind where he hasn't slid it all the way to the front, but now you're
Oh, I
after
hate
saying
that.
catch up, but he's still 5 minutes, so he's going to get that message in the future. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised I could still work that out after my few beers.
That's right. Love it, love it. And Ben Thomas, I'm going to ask for your help here. Apologies to making you do something this early. If you wouldn't mind, could you please do the duck race? Could you please have that queued up, and then everyone
duck
that we
race?
yeah. So I think just Google duck race. It should be the first one that comes up. I've never done it before, but so we'll kind of add everyone. So far we got Andreas IB, and we've got Equan, sorry, Jose Plus. But Equan has been Johnny on the spot. He's been second to answer all these. Third question, what was 2? Sorry, I'm jumping around here. So we'll go to 2 right now. I just kind of wanted to throw that in for Shane there. So this one's easy. The second one, you don't have to be a member of the channel. My man, thank you, Ben. Appreciate you. To get this one. So second question, which is now the third. What is the name of Luke Skywalker's Thea? All right. What's the name of Luke Skywalker's Thea? That should be an easy one for folks that are Star Wars fans.
I don't know what a Thea is.
An aunt.
It's an aunt. There you go. Your auntie. Ben's like, what is this? What language are we
Oh
speaking?
man, I was right there with him. I was like, what the?
Andreas got it.
Oh man. All right. Oh man.
Sorry, am I supposed to be doing anything with this duck race thing? Do I need to set anything?
Just
up
so far we've
I'm on
got
it. Yeah, well, kind of.
so we've got Andreas IB and we've got Jose Plus, and now let's see. If someone could check the spelling for me, I think Philip the Fool with Beru, but let's just make sure that that's.
No, Andreas IB is before him.
But he's already entered. He's already entered, so he's already got an entry in this. So I think Philip the Fool with Equan right there again. Taria saying Juanita is not the right answer, but I love it. Oh man, Tomaton Doña. There we go. Oh man, there we go. So
Yeah,
so
that's how you
Beru.
spell
So
it.
all right, so we'll give it to Philip the Fool. So far we've got Andreas IB, we got Jose Plus, and we've got Philip the Fool. All right, so let's go to the fourth question here. All right, I'm going to actually skip over that one because this MF couldn't be bothered to show up. But look who we've got here. Look who we've got. We've got P-Rockzilla in the house. P-Rock, how you doing?
Good morning.
Dang,
I
we
made
got
it.
him.
Sorry
up.
I'm leaving late.
No, man, appreciate you jumping in. So are you still planning to go
Yeah.
see Godzilla today?
Yeah, got a little hangover, so I was like, I can't make that 10:15 show. So I'm gonna wait till the later show. So I'm just recovering a little wake and bake. I mean, the energy now, so I'm ready to go for some chit chat, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna watch it later on today.
Yeah, love it, bro. Yeah, I saw that on Friday. It's a good film. It's an
can't
incredible
wait.
film. Like just yeah. I'm
Apparently, it was
interested to
really
talk with you
cheap
about
to
it.
make as well.
Yeah,
Like the budget was like,
it was like 15 million or something like that.
man, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
From my hearing, is good things that they're saying like you actually care for the humans this time. So I'll see. Because usually I hate the humans. I mean, come on, more Godzilla, less humans.
Yeah, no,
But
it's
we'll
like
see.
the human story. If you didn't have Godzilla in it at all, I think it would still hold up as like an incredible film.
I
So
wonder if my eyes are hurting.
there you go.
I was wondering, why my eyes are burning, yo.
Andreas
Like, oh,
IB
shit,
said
yeah.
no glasses. Who's that?
No, I thought I just woke up, man. I was
That's
wondering why my eyes are
amazing.
burning. I'm like, dang, why my eyes are getting watery?
Yeah, we got a lot of love for P-Rock in here. Philip the Fool saying I saw Godzilla yesterday, so good. Equan is saying, Jesus, how is P-Rock up so early? P-Rock, I mentioned earlier on the stream. I'm with you though. Team Hangover. I am absolutely struggling, but we had to do it. Had to represent today. Shiny, hi nerds. What are you playing? Nerd games. You playing nerd games for nerds. There we go. That's awesome. Phil the Fool said 15 million to make Godzilla. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's the rumor, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really well done film. Shiny Silver Fox sold his collection to invest in cause babies. That's the rumor going around. All right, so we've got 3 people so far. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I was just reading the private chat there. So let's go back here to the next question. In The Dark Knight, Lau is good at this. In the Dark Knight, Lau is good at this. I know it's a bit of an abstract one, but if you're a Dark Knight head like the rest of us, you should get this one.
Just Dean's
Oh,
not one of
man,
us.
there we go.
Just put that up. Calvin's here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was
What's
like,
up,
who
Calvin?
even
Morning,
is
bro.
that?
And I couldn't do 7 o'clock. Sorry, I tried.
All good,
My
brother.
man.
Appreciate you
What's
being
up?
on here.
What's up, fellas? What's up, Ian?
The high
Dean,
five. We're not
Ben,
gonna high five?
Shane?
Hey.
You got no, you had it right. Right. Yeah, there we go, my man.
There we go. Universal
Yeah, I don't
key
even know
with
who
calculation.
Lau is.
All right. So Lau is the one that was embezzling the money for the mob. And he said, like I said, I'm very good at calculation. So that's right. So universal key. So we've got Andreas IB, we've got Jose Plus, we've got Philip the Full, and we've got universal key. And I just want to make sure everyone that entering, I just want to reiterate the rules. The Blurrg is for US only. And make sure that you're a member of CollectorZown Cantina on Facebook. I've got the link in the chat. So just make sure that Philip the Full said squealing. Jose Plus said squirming. Those are actually good. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, I got faith that Equan is gonna get one of these because he's been right there every time. All right, so
Marco,
Don
sorry,
said being a
Marco.
rat. Yeah, please.
Sorry, Marco. Who Andreas IB, Equan, Philip the Fool, Universal Key. Is it 4 or is it someone else?
Jose Plus as well.
Jose Plus. Is that like
Yeah,
Disney
Jose
Plus or what?
Plus.
No,
Yeah.
okay. That's JOSE, yeah?
Yeah, there we go, Josie.
And is it
JOSE.
a plus, the plus
Yeah,
sign?
plus like you got to
The
pay
plus
extra to
sign,
get
there
more.
we go.
I got you, yeah.
Oh man. Really quickly before we go to the next question, I want to check in with Calvin. Calvin, how's the LA con going? And you couldn't get my boy Danny up to get on here?
I tried, but he's downstairs cupcaking right now. So
Wow.
That sounds wrong. What is it?
What does that mean? Yeah, I was about to say, what does that mean? Like kissing up
All
to
the kids
kissing
are
up to
doing
the
it.
wifey? Like kissing up to the wifey? Is that or
some in that realm. Yeah, he's FaceTiming right now, so he's too good for us right now.
oh, with his girl? Okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Wow,
All right, all
Danny.
right.
Man, the new Ben Thomas is what we call him. He's got over here cupcaking, huh? Love to see it. Man,
Never
well,
heard that term
appreciate you
before,
joining.
I
Shiny,
love Calvin's
shiny.
terms, man.
All right, so the next one, the next one might be a bit of a
God, that's
little
good.
bit abstract, but let's see if anyone gets this. In the show Andor, this is the best character. This is the best character. in the show
Vader, man.
Andor.
Everybody knows that.
Wow, there you go. You would
Hey.
think, P-Rock. You would think, but
Think
You know what?
Marco and think the
That's right.
best.
that's
Character.
right. You try to
I
get
fucking like
into
it.
the mind of
That's
the
what I
bargain
was-
bin
that's what I was
bros. Oh man. All right. So still haven't seen. Let's see. Still haven't seen. Oh, all right. Brophy is saying the chick you like. Equan is saying mommy. Evil Sneaker is saying Luthen. Jose Plus is saying Bix. El Profesor is saying I forgot her name. Wow. Luthen. Let's see. All right, so I think Equan is the first to actually spell it out. Bix. That is correct. So Equan on the board. Mark P just behind Equan right there. Yeah. Of course the answer is Bix. Is the best character in Andor. Maybe the best character in all of Star Wars. I don't know. Some folks are saying that. I won't say it, but some folks are saying it. So let's see. How many folks do we have now in the drawing?
Shane's counting them up. I think that's 6 so far. I'll do a double check.
Oh, and Shane disappeared there. All right.
Did Jose G. Hernandez already have an entry?
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
Jose did. So let's see. I think we got 5 there. Well, let's go with a few more. I've got a few more questions on deck here. All right. Question number 8. We're just jumping all around the board. Name one Hot Toys figure that the Bargain Bin Bros are still waiting to be announced. Name one Hot Toys figure that the Bargain Bin Bros are still waiting to be announced. That doesn't feel like a proper sentence, but I wrote it out like that, so we're just gonna rock with it. Let's see.
I already know the answer to that.
All right, so let's see. Jose's guessing it's a tie with Shin Hati Marco. There we go. Keith Lee saying Shin. Phil the Fool saying Captain Rex. Evil Sneaker saying Shin Hati. Those are good responses, but there we go. Let's see.
There.
Let's see. I won't confirm because we've got. Let's see. Let's see. Jose Plus is saying Namor. Let's say, well, El Profesoro is saying the N1. That's actually a great response. That's not what I had in mind. Initially, I had Namor, I had Cal Kestis in mind. I had definitely had Bix in mind. But I think the N1's a great answer. So let's go with that. We got El Profesoro on the board for the Blurrg giveaway. Man, so
That's a travesty.
Shane, how many people do we have now? Is that 5 or is that 6?
I'll just call them out here to you. So, including Mario, El Professor. All right, Profi. Right, so we got Andreas IB, Equan, Philip the Fool, Universal Key, Jose Plus, and El Profesoro. So I think that's
Okay,
6 here. 1, 2, 3,
That's 6.
6.
All right, let's do one more here really quick. I got one more question ready to rock. And this sick motherfucker didn't show up, but we're still going to give him a shout out. In 2022, Joao was sick of talking about this figure. And in 2023, honestly. But in 2022, Joao was sick about talking of this figure. Jose Plus is saying Bix, but not Andor. No, Andor would have been a proper answer as well. That's true. Equan is saying N1 so Mario can shave his beard. That's amazing. So, all right, let's see. All right, so I'm going to give this one to Evil Sneaker on the board, the Joker. Specifically the Joker. Joao had enough of all of our Joker talk on Bargain Bin Bros. So I think that's 7. I think that we got it locked in here.
Didn't he throw a Bane across the room, though?
Equan is saying the broken Bane he threw out, which is just over my shoulder here. So this is the Bane. It looks great. Like, it's a beautiful figure. The coat was all deteriorated, but just that beginning of the movie look is perfect for me. So, all right, we've got 7 people, I believe, with the duck race. Shane, let me share the screen.
Who was the last person? Who was the last person?
It was
I got
Evil Sneaker.
Andreas,
Evil Sneaker.
Evil Sneaker, okay.
Yeah. That's right. All right, so.
Okay, so Andreas IB, Equan, Philip the Fool, Universal Key, Jose Plus, Mario, and then Evil Sneaker.
There we go. All right, so we're going to do
How
this.
long do you want this duck race to be?
Can you share your screen if you don't mind, please? And then maybe like 30 seconds to... Yeah, we don't have to make it too long.
Thanks for doing
that. We
that.
don't need too much drama.
Marco asked me for a duck race, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I was looking at this thing like, how much did I smoke this morning? Did I, what is this duck race thing? Not good. Not good.
Amazing.
I was not set up for success.
So really quickly, I will just remind everyone again, if you're not a member of Collector Zone Cantina in the Facebook group, just go join right now. So we'll make everyone eligible. So I'm going to hide us here, and let's do this duck race.
I've got
All right,
1 minute. Do you want me to edit that?
No, 1 minute's perfect. We'll add a little drama here. Thank you for doing this. So yeah,
No
whenever
problem.
you're ready, we'll start the race, and I believe it ranks everyone, right? So first place, and then we see second and third as well. But if it doesn't, for whatever reason, we'll do a backup game. But first place will win the Blurrg. Second and third will win the $25 to Collector Zone. So when you're ready, Shane.
Have I just absolutely messed everything up?
All
Just
good. We're
because I
doing
went
it
full
live.
screen.
That's
Wait,
it.
wait, 1 second. 1 second. We're doing it live. You're
Another
joking.
name's not
All
there
right.
now.
All right.
That's
Well,
actually... Wait, if I go back... No, 1 second. It'll take me 2 minutes. All right.
you're good. In the meantime, while you set that up, I'm
No
gonna play
problem.
this
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Van Gogh painted this. This is original.
Yes, sir.
Who painted this?
Leonardo da Vinci painted this, sir.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty good. So these Frida real clothes?
Yes.
Like she wore these.
Yes, sir, she did.
They wash them. Y'all think about selling something like this?
Sir, this is a piece of priceless
Because
art.
if so, I might be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Make me want some sunflower seeds right now. You know what I'm talking about? See, in all my days in art class, I've never seen this before. Who painted this?
This is a Vincent Van Gogh original.
Oh, that's a Van Gogh too.
Yes.
How much this go for at auction?
This was 29 million.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all. I actually might be able to do that. Yeah. When I think about it, I might be able to do that. But what we talking about for the skirt and the, you know what I'm saying? What we talking about for that? How much?
Each one of these go for roughly 650,000 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad. And Christmas coming too? Can you pair with the other one, like the Starry Night one with all the swirls? Can we do that?
Oh man,
Okay.
that's just
Can you hear me?
incredibly. All right. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. So
yeah, so what I have, I've got 6 of them entered. I've got like Equan, Andreas IB, Mario, Evil Sneaker, Jose Plus, and Philip the Fool. That's 6.
Mario.
I'm missing one.
there's one more. Who are we missing, guys? Help us out
So
here.
I've got
'cause you-
Equan, Andreas IB, Profi, Evil Sneaker, Jose Plus. Philip the Fool. I'm
Universal
missing
Key
one.
was the other one.
Thank you.
We got
Universal
6
Key.
scale gallery in
Okay.
the house. Thanks for doing this, Shane.
Alan.
Sorry to put you on the spot,
No,
but
no problem. Like no problem.
If
at all.
Profi wins, it's going to look rigged.
Wow.
So, yeah.
you're gonna
Right,
put it,
so we
you're
got-
gonna put
you
that
want
bad
1
juju
minute?
out there, just like yeah, 1 minute's perfect. Wow, you're just like Gigi with saying that we bought all our subscribers. I'm like Gigi, I wouldn't even know how to do that. First of all,
We bought
yeah,
You good
she's
to
like,
go?
oh, you bought all. Yeah, we're good to go. Run it when you're
Okay.
ready. We'll do it live.
May the best duck win. This is hilarious. Why does Jose get like the best costume?
right. That's what
I was gonna
thinking.
say
I
he's
feel
got
there's a
Batman.
distinct advantage.
That's right,
Should
but
he
he's too far in the lead
Duckman?
now, which means he's definitely gonna lose.
Oh, I
You
see.
still there, Dean?
Yeah, I'm here.
No,
How you doing, man?
I'm okay. How about you?
I think Profi's got
I'm
it.
doing good. Man. I'm doing better than I'm with you for a little bit.
Wow, look at the love.
I love Dean, man. Dean and Eddie were always my favorite.
Wow. All right. Well, we see how we are, but no, they are the best. Honestly, Dean's such a sweetheart.
I'm talking like, like
I-
when I first started watching them. I remember
Ooh, Evil Sneaker making a move. Philip Fool in the lead though.
that's good too. I like that, but Dean and Eddie.
Evil Sneaker is not giving up easily, but
Oh,
out
is
of
it- so is
nowhere,
Evil Sneaker-
Universal Key.
Is that a teddy
Universal
bear?
Key. He's gonna do
Wow.
it. He's gonna do it.
Wow.
Wow,
There it
Superman.
is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
They started off with Batman and ended with Superman. That's funny.
All right. So Universal Key, the winner of the Blurrg giveaway. Congratulations.
That's exciting.
Incredible. It didn't look like it showed us second and third place, though. It didn't look like it showed us second and third place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a random wheel. Let's do this. This is my backup, and we'll enter everyone else in, and then we'll spin it. So thanks everyone for your patience on this. Let's see. Evil Sneaker saying so close. Shiny. Let's see. Congrats, Superman. Universal Key. So to claim the giveaway, Universal Key, just message me on Instagram. We'll get you all set up, and like I mentioned, I'll be paying for the shipping. I believe that you're in the U.S., so if you're not, let me know and we'll sort something out. But yeah, I was trying to do U.S. only here. So hey, big congratulations to Universal Key. Morning everyone from TX Boy. So let me
TX
put in everyone's names here. Yeah, y'all go ahead and speak among yourselves while I put every.
Wait a second.
Hey,
Congratulations, shiny. Jose G. Wait, what? But that's funny because like I said, start off with Batman and it was Superman.
Yeah.
Rigged.
True. We could
So they
barely
got
get the
plans
thing
with
to work. We definitely don't know how to rig it. Like,
I've
Shane,
never
ever heard you
seen
talk, Shane?
that
Or I'm sorry,
method in
Agent Silverfox.
picking a winner.
Hey, P-Rock.
There we go. I'm like, I can't go the whole stream without hearing that beautiful voice.
I'm
How you
not
doing, buddy?
doing my Sean Connery for you again.
Yeah.
You have to pay for that now.
Okay. Oh, all right, Mr. Big Time now. All right. We got people.
How
Dude,
much
I
did you
was-
pay
I was
for all those
surprised-
Module cases?
I don't know. He's an agent. There you go,
Yeah,
Agent
tell you.
Silver Fox.
Yeah. 007, but it sounds things.
Mm-hmm. I saw that little post when you guys are getting your trees. That was funny. I was like, no, I hope one of the trees don't fly out.
Oh yeah,
That shit was hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Top down
Shiny
with the
Shiny
beanie
said
on.
Batman duck with enough preparation time would have won.
Yeah, nice.
That was a good one.
Amazing. All right, so we got all the names input here. Thanks y'all for carrying the stream there. So, pretty good chance that someone's name isn't misspelled here, but you know what? We're gonna do it live. There you go. Is it showing? No, it's not showing yet. What the heck?
It's showing to
I
me.
don't know if you mentioned, Marco, did you mention, is it free shipping or do the winner has to pay for shipping?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pay for the shipping. So
Okay.
CollectorZown was nice enough to provide the figure, and then I'll pay for the shipping for Universal Key. And then this last drawing, we're gonna do two $25 credits for CollectorZown. So we got 2 people here that are gonna win that. Philip the Bull is saying, I was hoping. Man, my shit's lagging. I was hoping my duck's lack of costume would have made it more wind resistant, but it wasn't to be. Amazing. So let's see. Let's see who's gonna win these $25 credits. All right, so click to spin. Let's go.
That's a good theory there, Philip.
There we go. Oh, all right. Philip the Fool may have. All right.
Oh,
boom.
look, you got the comment.
Love to see it. All right, so let's remove Philip from there. So Philip, message me on Instagram if you don't mind, and we'll get you with CollectorZown with the $25 credit. All right, so we got one more left to give out.
Make sure to send the dick pic.
That, yeah. I've seen the real thing. I've seen the real thing. So, no, all right, let's see.
Snuggled at Oxcon.
I wouldn't have said that out loud.
That's right. I say a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah,
So
all right.
Jose
Plus.
All right, so congratulations. All right, so congratulations to Universal Key, to Philip the Fool, and to Jose Plus for our giveaways. Really appreciate it, everyone
Nice.
participating.
Congrats,
So Jose, message me on Instagram, and we'll get you all set up. So Philip the Fool, and man, hold on, I gotta close this because my shit is lagging hard. Wow, thanks so much. Nick's Collectibles, let's go. Evil Sneaker, congrats guys. Thanks everyone for entering.
Yeah,
like I said,
congratulations.
Jose Plus is saying, I finally won something. Heck yeah. You got to let us know what you put towards the what you put that towards, basically. So all right. So with that, we had no other figure talk to talk about, but look who is in the house now. We
Oh
got
shit, I'm
Brophy.
late. What's up?
Brophy, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Nah, just here, dude. Just want to drop in real quick, say congrats, get ready to leave for Disney real quick, but just want to say what's up
Are
real
you
quick
going to Disney?
y'all.
You're not going to the con today.
Nah. LACC wasn't really my thing when I went last year. But yeah. But it was cool to hang out with everybody. But yeah, I just didn't want to go last night.
Okay.
How long,
Fair enough.
how long is it? Like a whole weekend thing? Like LACC?
I think
Like
so.
a whole,
Oh, we
I think so. So yeah. But cool. But congrats to 2K, bruh.
Hey, thank you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
congrats.
it. Thanks for
For
the
sure.
very generous
For sure.
super chat, by the way. That was awesome.
No,
So,
forget about it.
Awesome.
hey, what's the plan at Disney today? Are there any special events going on?
Nah, just eat. Just hang out pretty much, dude. Nah, just go there,
So I
bro,
saw-
and just leave.
I saw
Just
that
leave
they've got
early.
all these specialty churros, right? They've got like holiday themed
I
ones
think there's
like
like
all over the park.
11 different kinds or something like that. So yeah,
You gotta try them all, I
ain't-
think.
No, I ain't trying to do that. But too cool for LACC. Nah. I was I wasn't
too cool for school, man.
cool enough to hang out for y'all. That's all.
Wow.
That's all. It's the other way around, bro. So yeah, I'm not worried.
Calvin, how's the con? How was it yesterday?
It was cool. Got to see boys panel, Starlight and Kamiko, Ahsoka panel, Shin, Ezra, Morgan,
Wow,
and
you saw some baddies live, huh?
who was the other one?
Yeah, that Ezra's such a dish.
Yeah.
Dreamy eyes, you know.
Oh my
I was thinking with
god.
my niece too,
My.
who is the official Ahsoka at Disney. So Disney wouldn't let her dress up as cosplay, so she kind of just had a cloak on and was just kind of roaming around, kind of like incognito. So
Oh, was she really?
yeah, so
dope.
Say that word again.
incognito.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you like that, huh? Who was that, Calvin? Sorry,
Incognito,
I missed
P-Rock.
who was in.
My niece.
Yeah. Oh
My
yeah.
niece. She,
Oh,
Oh, your
she's
niece,
the-
your
she's
niece.
one-
Okay.
she's one of
That's
the
for Agent
officials
Silver Fox there.
at Disney parks. So they wouldn't let her dress up, so she was just kind of incognito with a cloak on. So it was cool to hang out with her and meet some of her friends.
That's awesome, man. And really quickly, Shiny is saying, remember 15% off at Collector Zone with promo code 16fix. Yeah, we do have a promo code 16fix.
16
So that's right. I got it down in the comments. That's amazing. And Jose Plus is saying, I got to meet Starlight. Was she as bad in person as she is on the show? Like Starlight is
Honestly,
top
I
notch.
thought Kamiko was a lot cuter than Starlight. in
Yeah, I
person.
don't. Yeah, me too, man. I'm not a big Starlight. She
And
for some reason I wanted to like.
Kamiko was really bubbly, whereas she was a little more kind of dark in her answers. So
Oh,
kind of
really?
their personalities
Okay,
were kind of
Kinda
flipped from
dark?
what they actually are on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Kamiko though too. She's a baddie as well. Jose is saying, I asked out Shin at the autograph signing, but she said sorry, no speak English. Wow.
No Nintendo.
I appreciate Jose shooting his shot though. That's amazing.
Damn.
Jose, man, you got
Jose
no
said-
no shame in his game.
Nah.
Yeah, he's like
You
that.
know what,
though. He's
man?
like that.
At least she was nice to you.
Fair play.
You
to
are at the club or what? What's going on behind you, bro?
This was from last night, man. I left the setup
Jeez.
from last
You
night.
left it
Remember?
up?
So I just
Wow.
no. I mean, it was like the computer went to sleep, but I just came in and turned everything.
Can
on.
you
I had to
full
my time.
screen P-Rock, Marco?
No, I'm gonna have a seizure. Please don't.
That is some setup.
So how is
DJ
this working?
P-Rock.
Walk us through.
So I
Walk us
got
through how
music
that
playing.
all
That's
works.
why earlier I wasn't sure if you guys have music. I have like the lights are synced up to my music, so it's going with the beat of the music. But you guys can't. I put the speaker in the other room.
Dang,
But
that's
it's the
awesome.
music.
Oh, that's incredible. Gigi is saying, "Did I win?" Yeah, sorry, Gigi, you weren't
You won-
eligible.
you
number
won.
one.
You won the best thing, Gigi. You won Marco. So yes, you
She
did.
wants to
win.
give that
Oh,
prize
a long
back
time ago.
immediately.
Yeah, you won. Here, you got.
She's like not down for that, but I will say, Gigi, you missed Ben Thomas putting out a classic, almost Gigi-like comment saying that all the giveaways were rigged. I was like, this is just like Gigi saying that we bought all the subscribers. Like, how dare y'all accuse us of fuckery?
They were
like
rigged,
that?
man. I would have won something, but it's all
think-
good.
I
That's right, exactly. And let's see. Well, we got 1-6 Salvo in the house. Good morning, fellas. Hey, appreciate
Jay.
you. Shiny saying you got rid of a Blurrg. There we go. Luckily, we didn't have the Blurrg to begin with, but yeah, that Blurrg is pretty badass. I'm looking forward to seeing it in Universal Keys setup because yeah, it's one that I thought about for a minute, but have not ever pulled the trigger.
Jose trying to throw.
Jose saying, shouldn't we do a giveaway for one of Marco's Jokers?
Wow.
Hands off the Joker. How dare you? But you know, when the J&D comes out, we'll liquidate all the other Jokers and we'll just, that'll be the prime one. Anyone at all
Prime one Joker?
curious with that J&D Joker?
No.
No.
No, I'll be cool with just one of the inner ones, one of the Hot Toy ones.
I mean, is J&D, do they really confirm a Joker? Because they showed us Al Pacino.
That
They
I'm
teased
looking
the
forward
Joker
to.
in the back.
That I
They
have an
showed
eye
us Al
for. Al
Pacino.
Pacino. I'll take that Al Pacino though. I love Heat. I hope we get Val Kilmer
Yeah.
too.
It'd be something different, right? Like that's what they should lead with 100%.
That's one of the best bank scenes.
Yeah, maybe it is something
Ever.
different. Maybe it's a merge. It's Alpa Joker. It's like a half.
Alpa
Heat
Joker.
merger.
Wow.
Half.
dang.
You know, say hello to my little friend. I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah,
You want to know how I
Oh,
got
white
this
paint
little
is just
friend?
cocaine instead of what?
And, do you want to know how I got this Scarface?
I like it. Love it. Love it.
Try it.
It'll be here all day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, here all day.
Shiny saying, ha, it's actually cool. I'm kidding. Philip the Fool is saying, Marco, the new display looks dope, real clean. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. I got a garage shelf over here too, so I'm planning to do what Eddie did, do the kind of the Moja case knockoff. So we'll see. That's going to be like a work in progress. But like I mentioned, running out of real estate to display everything. So working on my
so
art
you're taking a
gallery.
little
back
inspiration from Ben behind you, bro.
I
Just
will
minus all
say
the
though,
colors.
and I've got the
Oh.
receipts. I knew someone was going to say that.
I looked at
I've
Ben
got
real
the
quick. I'm like, oh,
receipts.
hey, he's right.
He seems to be
I
taking
was-
like some inspiration as well from Ian.
I know from
H
yeah.
and Silverfox, because he said he just said, I'm running out of real estate. Now most people would say space, right? Whereas Ian would say like, for how do you display things? Infrastructure.
Nah,
You know, it's you know,
Loves
I'm telling
it.
you.
That's that. Classic.
Uh-oh. Not
You're
good.
running out of
So-
infrastructure.
Not good.
So I do have to defend myself really quick though. I've got the receipts on Reddit. I was first on the scene with Billy's. Like, yeah, I'll send it out. You know, I'm gonna pull it up just so everyone shuts
We need the
the fuck
receipts.
up.
We need the
And
receipts.
And don't you
We're just
dare-
joking with you.
I don't think
Don't
anybody
you
cares,
dare
bro.
try to accuse me of copying Ben, because I was first on the scene with the Billies. I've been doing those since day one. I did copy Shane, however, though. The whatchamacallit, the DTOS definitely 100% copied Shane. That's how
Yeah,
we
I
first
was
started
the
talking.
first person on the planet to ever use DTOFs to put 6-scale figures in.
That's right. But you with the
Love
loop
the
lights, it
humility
was
here.
just such a clean display.
2,000
Yeah.
years back then.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
invented
I know.
6-scale figures, so I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you guys.
It's,
Dean did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw the Luke
Yeah,
lights
he's
first
one of
on
the-
Jetta's channel.
Dean invented
Just,
streaming.
Really like it.
Yeah, he did.
So Evil Sneaker is saying someone came on my channel and said Bale Batman is the first one J&D is releasing. Apparently he heard this in a private live stream. Take this with a grain of salt, but wanted to mention, hey, appreciate that info. Source is sources apparently, but no, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll see what they actually decide to
Private
do. It's been
live
pretty
stream?
convoluted. What was
You can
that?
ask the Korean, man. He's got good sources.
How do you get invited to a private live stream?
Don't ask, Dean. You're definitely not for you. If you're not a real J&D head, don't talk about them. Don't ask to be invited to private live streams.
You're
just keep
probably
their name out of
right.
it.
First
Do you-
rule
do you
about
guys
J&D,
remember this, though?
Don't talk about J&D.
That's right. You remember this though, that the is it
Private
the
live stream just
CEO
sounds
or
like
the
a
head?
Zoom call.
the guy who's always out there on the live streams, like on one of them, he was basically saying like, listen, if people aren't real fans of J&D, they shouldn't talk about it. So that's how I've been trying to proceed. Like, yes, if I'm not a real J&D head.
If I don't have to talk about fucking Joker or Bale Batman, I'm good.
Dean, we're on complete opposite end of the spectrum here, but I do agree with you. There was a time
Yeah.
I was like, the way I describe it is, I'm sick of talking about the InArt Joker, but I'm not sick of enjoying the movie or the figure. But
Right.
I don't think I could do another year of. I don't think I could do another year of.
Comparing them, and then when it comes,
Yeah, dude.
Econ.
And then, like I said earlier today, Hot Toys is comparing or competing with themselves, coming up with a better version of a figure they just re-released. It's
yeah,
like,
right.
I gotta talk
Yeah.
about this again from this one company that's twice in a year, and I gotta do a third and maybe fourth. It's like Jesus, it's exhausting. I don't know how much more I can say that isn't just me hating on it. You know what I mean? Like, I can speak objectively on a figure, like, okay, this looks better than that, but it's like, how many times can I do that? You know what I mean?
At least 5 years, bro.
Apparently,
Yeah.
that's what it's looking like, dude.
Man, we're gonna talk
least
about
4
it so
times a
long
week.
that that's right. Bale's gonna end up reprising his role as Batman. It's gonna be that long of a conversation.
Either
I could.
die
the
a hero
multiverse.
or
You rock,
get
you alright?
enough figures made that people start to
Yeah, man. That
love it, dude.
Wake and Bake is starting to kick in.
Wake and Bake is kicking in. Míralo, full screen.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
getting
check
that
him out. Let
energy
him go.
now.
Let him
No,
go.
no, no
Let
full
him
screen.
go.
No full screen. No.
Come on, man. Let
Was
him go.
there a
It
Was
didn't
there
kick
a
in
fight
fully.
last
Let
night,
it kick
Kira?
in. Yeah, there was a fight. That's why I had to set up over here.
who was fighting? Because I'm a casual. Like I used to be really into the
Oh, the
UFC
main-
stuff, and I
The main event was Dariush versus Arman Sarukian, which is an up and comer. And if you remember Misha Tate, do you remember Misha Tate?
That name sounds made up. You made that up.
No,
that sounds
it's not made
familiar.
up.
He's done a lot of
He's
words I don't
Armenian.
understand.
He's Armenian, Arman Sarukian. I
You
I
can't
struggled
even say
last
it
night
two
saying.
times in a row. You definitely.
I can't. It's hard. It's a tongue twister, man.
Is he a
I just
Southern
do it-
California fighter?
No, he's Armenian. He's
No, but
Armenian,
is
I
he
guess
based out of SoCal or? Because they got like
I
a
don't-
huge Armenian population.
I don't
in
know.
LA.
I don't know. I didn't fall that deep into it.
Hey, yo,
It's
P-Rock,
like,
you
okay,
got...
listen, I don't know. Go ahead, Profi.
Hey, bro, just let you know you got fans in China, bro. Just letting you know.
I got fans in China.
Trust me, he would know.
Is that good or bad?
That's good, man. I think it's good.
All right. What you say, Calvin? Trust me, what?
I said he would know. So take his word.
If you know, you know.
And knowing's half the battle.
That's right. That's right.
Walker's been trying
Calvin,
to
how
leave for
was
the past
the,
half hour. We come on here and start freaking vandalizing.
Who,
his
me?
stream. Yeah.
Oh no, we're good, man. You know,
Straight.
football doesn't start for another hour. I'm chilling, man. If anyone's got to go, no stress. But we're hanging on. I know Ben's probably got a date lined up. I know this
Can I
dog.
just say Ian's collection is looking fantastic right now? I mean, that's... Dude, I can, like, imagine everything that would be there in that empty space.
I could fit
It's
it in
looking clean, right?
Very clean.
there. Like,
Cleaned out.
Exactly,
it's
bro.
gem mint. Mwah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Ian's letting that collection cook. Right?
So, there we go. So Ian, enlighten us again. What's the plan? So all the figures are out now because you're setting up in a different room, or what was the full setup?
Yeah, so I've got 29 Moji cases now. There's 14 on this wall, and I changed the bottom row from this. I went to the 698 just so you could see the bottom
Sex 98.
row
Love
a
that.
little better.
Shut up, P-Rock.
And then I've got my movie room next door where I've got, so there'll be 21 cases in here and
Dude.
there's 8 next door.
Amazing.
So I've got
Wow.
3 still to build, and the cases behind me. Brian at Moji Case, he's sorting it out. He'll ship out the correct UK plugs. So he sent me the
You're sorting out your
European
credit card
plugs.
by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
If for some reason you tend to overbuy, please just reach out to me and I'll pay for the shipping and just send it my way.
Yeah, dude. Ian, you know
No,
Ian's
I-
getting Moji cases dude, like a month after he orders them, man. The way that he's ordering everything.
Ian's setup though is
No.
what I aspire like, because I'm a
Got
one
that.
figure per shelf man, but I think a 0 figure per shelf, that's what I aspire.
Yeah.
Because the Moji
That's
case
better.
is so much bigger,
man.
it's like even like it's less than one because it's just yeah.
It's
You just
perfect.
bring
Talking
that
about
all day,
innovation,
what?
bro. I mean, look at he's like
It
the
makes your
first one,
imagination
man.
wander because you look at it and you're like, oh, I could put that in
Yeah.
there. I could put this
And
in
like
there. So you get
posing,
distracted. You start
fuck
wandering
posing.
away.
Dude, P-Rock, you could sleep in one of those rolls, dude.
Yeah, I could lay down there, just
man.
feet stretched out and everything, man.
Yeah.
All of us. You too, Mario. We all can fit
You
in
can
there.
sleep. No, not me, bro. I'm a little bit wider than that. But I mean,
Just put me above you, not below you. Put me above. Put me above.
Oh man. So apologies. I don't know specifically your collecting habits, but do you do statues as well, or are you just 6 scale?
Just 6 scale. Only figures apart from I've got the Tumbler, I've got the Ghost Rider Hell Cycle, and the Scout speeder bike, if you call those vehicles. That's all I've got. But
those
yeah,
are
it's
vehicles,
all
bro.
it's all just 6 scale. So Star Wars, DC, Marvel, and kind of iconic movie figures.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So you got a
That's
similar
my
focus
bag.
to me, where it's everything is your bag, baby. So the bottom shelf.
Unfortunately,
Sorry to. The bottom shelf, is it just on screen that it looks really tall, or is it actually like so? So do you stack like you've
Just the
got
lighting, bro.
risers for the figures in the back? There you go.
Yeah, so there's risers down the bottom, and then I've got shelves, glass shelves to fit. And so I've got,
Oh, got it. Okay.
if you see the back one, I've got a half shelf here. So I've got a couple of those, and then I've got full glass half shelves that will go in these ones. So this will be all my Star Wars all the way around here, and then I'm putting Marvel up here and on this wall. And then DC and iconic figures are in my movie room next door. So I will do a collection tour at some point next year some people have been asking me
That's
to do that.
amazing.
So
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do. I'm looking forward to seeing everything set up.
Dude,
That's
Ian,
it's a
how long does it
beautiful
take you to
display.
build a Magic case now, man? I would imagine like no more than 5 minutes.
oh yeah, it's as long as everything's all okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, building it now. The first one I did, it probably took about an hour, and now I can just put it up.
Was that with
I
one
would-
hand or two hands?
I know. One time behind.
We got
I'm
that
just
muscle
really
memory
conscious that
now,
P-Rock
man.
is here now.
yeah, yeah, opening that up. No, I'm probably 15
That was
minutes in the Magic case, I would say.
That's amazing, bro. I want to fly you out here, dude. Next time I get my order,
Oh yeah, he wants to pay you. He wants to build his.
right?
You got that muscle memory now, yo. He can just be like.
What was that, Calvin?
I said, what am I, chopped liver? I'm like 45 minutes away. You gonna fly him
I
out?
know, right?
Just pay for
You want me to fly you over here too, bro?
Shit, just pay for Uber. Shit. And feed me. That's all I'm asking for.
And feed-
It's a lot-
And a beer. That's
well, I
about
mean,
it.
he said he can put one together in 15 minutes. Can you do better than that?
I mean, I think I got experience at the room. I think I know what I'm
I
doing.
mean, just from what we see, a little. I mean,
Oh,
look
okay.
at what he's showing compared to yours, bro. I'm just saying.
Oh, Mario.
So
Yeah, but
Calvin's
like,
not a real.
Ian's display is so clean, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's a real collector right there, bro.
Yeah,
Ask him to show
Calvin's
us-
not a real
ask him to
collector.
show what the floor looks like. Let's see how clean this room is.
You don't have to worry about tap dancing then because nothing's
I've
there.
seen what the behind the scenes look like.
You ain't wrong, bro.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
show me that under angle.
Oh no! What the hell's going on?
Man. I forgot that y'all have met in person and hung out and everything. I'm so jealous. I hope
That's
that
my dude right there.
we get to run it
Oh,
back
see,
at,
that's
in
another room.
Tokyo.
Okay, it's the other room it's the movie room that he's got them all over. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, but
out
you
of the
saw that
panel.
video. You see all the figures.
Out of the panel, I know there's a lot of interest in Japan, and we still have another like 18 months to go. You know, and I understand it's expensive and stuff like that. But are there people kind of? Is there anyone in the panel interested, or people like say haven't ruled it out completely yet? Like, because I am interested. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily going, but I am definitely. Yeah, I'm thinking like I really wanna go. Like, but it's
that's my plan.
yeah.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
So
You're talking Japan
I'm all
2025, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
As
still
in,
on. Still on, bro.
Yeah. I'd like to go. I'd never been to Japan, so it's kind of like I like to go
I'm
places
still trying to
when
sneak
there's
in
an
the China trip in
opportunity.
between, but I don't know if I can do
For
it.
it,
celebration or
Yeah, celebration.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
will
for
say
one
Gigi
day.
and I are very serious about it. We, going to Japan was pretty like top 5 on our list of places to go. So it'd be a really good excuse. And
yeah. So you're
to
making
do
a
it.
holiday out of it, then it's not just for celebration.
think
That'll be
so.
just one thing you do. That's the plan, yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
Joao
I
was
gotta,
even saying like, go ahead, Profi.
No, I'm sorry. I gotta head out real quick, man. So just want to again, thanks for having me on. Congrats again on
appreciate
2K.
you, brother.
Great seeing you guys. Everyone in the chat, have a good day, and
See you, buddy.
see you all later.
Have a great
Nice
day at
to
the
meet
park.
Hey,
Peace, guys.
Easy, Mario.
Hey,
Take it
Mario.
easy.
What was I saying? Let's see. Joao
You were
was
saying you
saying
were gonna
going
buy
to
my
Hong
ticket
Kong.
to-
Yeah, of course, Dean. I got you. I plan to snuggle you the entire way there. So
Wow.
I just need you right next to me when the turbulence starts hitting. So Joao
keep
was
that on your
saying
side,
going
boy.
to. There you go. Calvin's gonna be like, I just need a different plane from these guys. Going to Hong Kong, he said was viable. Jumping from Japan to Hong Kong, so that might even be a leg. I haven't looked into how long that trip is, but yeah, it sounds spendy, but we got enough time to spend to save up. So
From LA to Honolulu was 6 hours and some change. So I imagine it's probably another.
It's supposed to be like 11.
I think you have to go from Honolulu to Australia and then Australia up, I think is how you do it. So I think it's like 14 hours or something.
we might have more direct flights from
I'm
SFO
all
over here.
direct flights. I don't like that bouncing around stuff.
Is it? I don't, because I know coming back it's easier because the Earth is rotating, isn't it? Like to help you get there sooner.
There's flat, so I don't know what you're and Holland. I don't know what you're saying.
What?
But yeah, I've
P-Rock said
I've
what?
only made it as far as Honolulu. I've never gone out further than that.
Yeah, well, it'd be a good excuse. So, P-Rock, are you considering
Everyone
it
lagged
at all?
out there.
Considering what? I'm sorry, I came in late.
This would be a Star Wars Celebration 2025.
Oh no, yeah. I'm still playing for it. Yep, still playing for it. But my situation is a little different. I'm bringing the family, so it's gonna be a little pricier. So we're saving up.
Yeah, that's no joke for sure.
If it was me myself,
Yeah.
definitely. But
Japan is expensive from what I hear. Ian's been there like 57 times. How many times have you actually been there? I feel like I'm not exaggerating.
57 times. It's registered now.
It's maybe about 36 times, and I used to.
I
work
wasn't
there.
far off, lads.
So how far of a flight or drive or whatever it is? over there.
It's an island, so it's
I know.
You really did bake this morning. Damn.
I did, man. I did. It started hitting now. I told you.
He's like, no, I know that.
I know. I'm just joking around. I obviously can't drive there. It's not the same.
You know, Ian's actually still speaking English. He just has an accent.
I know that. I turn my
He's actually not
subtitles on.
Japanese.
I know.
Fuck.
No, seriously. Like, how long
P-Rock
would
came out and thought
travel?
he was watching anime. Like, this is
No.
Akira Silver Fox.
But like, how long would travel is that? Like on average, how long would travel? Because it's quick. Obviously, quicker to you than it is for us.
No, it's about the same. So from Scotland, it's 12, 13 hours, but you need a connecting flight. So typically I'll connect through either London or Amsterdam. But yeah, it's about 12, 13 hours. And when everybody's saying it's expensive, see right now the currency exchange, certainly to the British pound, it's the best it's been for 30 years. So the last time I was in Japan was 2019. And it was one of the most expensive times I've been there. So, say for example, 1,000 yen, it was about 10 British pounds, which is maybe about $14, $15. It's now something like less than, it's almost half that now. So,
Wow.
you know, if you can book hotels early, if we're not sure if we're going yet to celebrations, but we're doing quite a lot at the house in the coming year, so we'll just need to wait and see.
Exactly,
But
same thing with my situation.
But if we do go, I would want to book the hotel early, you know, when the exchange rate is really good. So
That's a good consideration. I
Well,
hadn't
Ian's
even
not
looked at
telling
the
us
numbers
either,
for it.
too. That's 12 hours with his private jet. So us who have to
Yeah.
actually fly like regular planes,
PJ.
it's probably going to add like another 2-3 hours to that. So
That's-
just want to put it out there. Yeah, see?
See, you stop buying Module Case for just like 24 hours and you'll have plenty of money for home improvements and private jets and tickets to Star Wars Celebration. And you know what they say? The 37th time in Japan is always the best.
So, Ian, would you go for work? Was that really why you were making so many trips, or is this mostly for leisure?
no, yeah. So my first time going out there, I was going out for work. I was in electronic engineering, so I was going out to train engineers out there. And then my job was, I was based in Japan but flying all over Asia, because I was in design and auditing manufacturing facilities, making sure that they were carrying out the production as per all the design requirements. So it was predominantly, I'd say out of 36 times, I've been maybe about 8 or 9 times on a holiday.
Okay.
But again,
okay, got
when
it.
you're
So-
working there for either a few months or whatever, you get a lot of time to travel. So I've pretty, you know, apart from the islands, I've pretty much done it all.
That's incredible.
And it's a
That's
fantastic,
really cool.
listen, it's a fantastic country. It really is.
Yeah, the fact that you've been, gone back so many times, I guess that makes me even more inclined to want to go. So my roommate in college, his family's from Japan, like he speaks Japanese, and I told him like next time you go, I want to go with, and I think he just went recently. I was like, damn it, okay. So I wanted to go with him to experience a little bit more of like have my translator there, but it would be a good excuse to have everybody go together and meet up. So hopefully
So
we
did
all
he
can
just forget
make it
to
work.
invite you, or you just?
No, he just doesn't. He doesn't like me that much. He pulled a Ben Thomas. I think he's a stoner as well. He probably replied in his mind and then just didn't send the message.
It happens.
I
to the
get that
best
a
of
lot.
us.
It must be a me thing, but yeah.
It would be pretty awesome though. Like, you know, it obviously it's very, very expensive, and it's particularly expensive for P-Rock because he's bringing his family as well, because it's, you know, it's expensive to begin with. But it would be
The loopholes. Hopefully, I go by myself. So that's the.
well,
go.
fingers
There we
crossed
go.
for the loophole. But you know, it's pretty cool. Like you know, like London was awesome. Like, you know, it was like, I mean, I knew I'd enjoy Star Wars Celebration if I was walking around on my own. Like, but I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it, because like I think it's insulting to call them cosplayers. They look like they walked right off the
set.
the movie set. Like, I think it's literally insulting to call them cosplayer. They were that good, and the vibe, and like just having a few beers and watching, like, you know, Tony Gilroy get interviewed, or, you know, Rosario Dawson, whatever. But then again, obviously icing on the cake is obviously, you know, meeting Ian and then everyone, like, you know, Calvin and, you know, everyone. It was just great. Like, but yeah, like, Japan would be pretty damn cool.
There was a moment, I needed you in LA yesterday. We saw the Star Wars like cosplay meetup. So on the steps, they have like 20, 30 steps going up into the convention. And so all the cosplayers, all, you know, and they have all the different Marvel DC. So they have different time slots for everybody.
Oh, cool.
And they did a chat, and the chat was Star Wars, and it just didn't hit. I was like, that shit is weak. I was like, where the fuck is my man Shane at? I was like, this is the way. This is the way. I was like, that was the perfect time.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that 10-year-old,
yeah,
there was hundreds of people on the platform. That one 10-year-old girl, she knew what I was saying, and she knew. She saved me that day. She saved me, you know, because the first time that chant did not work, but the second time she replied, and I was like, God bless you. That could have been awkward. Yeah.
Oh man.
So I have a random statement. Actually, I meant to include this in with my Wolverine passionate rant. I went back and I watched. I do this. I think we all do this. Like, I imagine. I'm going to put it out there saying a lot of people do this. When you're really excited about a figure to come out, and you go back and watch some of the source material, just to get yourself hyped. And I never particularly liked the Fox X-Men movies. I don't, again, no disrespect to anyone who likes them. I don't particularly like them. But I realized that what I did enjoy about him when I saw them when I was a kid is Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine. I know Wolverine's supposed to be a shorter physique and everything, but I just thought he did a great job. And I went back and watched him on the same thing, enjoy him because Hugh Jackman's in it. So I watched X2 and the third one, and then I did Wolverine Origins. Jeez, God, the Deadpool in that, I forgot how bloody bad that was.
Movie
so bad.
is dog shit.
But totally, it's awful. But like, I watched the Wolverine last night, which isn't much better, but the shape that man is in, he is 45 in that bloody movie. The guy's ripped to bits. As in the first few movies, he's in great shape, but he doesn't have that same, like, he's absolutely jacked. I don't know, is he on the roids or what?
Yeah, I'm about to say it's called steroids, man. It's called.
But you know what? But the thing
border.
is, yeah, steroids, fair enough. Like, but he still has to put the work in, like, and you know, eating boiled chicken and the sacrifice. But I think a lot of people say Days of Future Past was when he was like the best shape. But it's hard, like, I need to rewatch that because I was watching the Wolverine last night. The man is absolutely, he's a bloody juggernaut in that, you know. But and maybe it was steroids, but. Still, respect, 45. He's no spring chicken. He's up there with Brad Pitt in Fight Club and Daniel Craig walking out of that water. I am a straight male. I just like to throw it in there at this point. Like,
part of that is being able to acknowledge when someone's
kind of hard there, Shane. I don't know. No question. No question.
Calvin, don't be judgy. Don't be judgy, man.
That's right.
When someone's that judgy, everything, what's this guy hiding?
That's right. Listen,
Everybody drops. Danny had to drop draws just to get over here this weekend. So I mean,
there you go.
don't mind to say anything.
We're done.
I
Speaking
want
of
to see
dropping
Danny on
draws,
camera, man. Then he need to get off that phone.
He's still cupcaking. I just
That sounds wrong. That sounds wrong.
No, I think it's meant to sound wrong. But how was But Shane, no, totally. I think I want to go back and rewatch all the X-Men films as well, especially Days of Future Past. I think it's like a top 5 superhero film for me. So
Yeah,
that
I think
Logan
that
just
and Logan are the sweet spots, as you know.
Yeah.
Like they seem to have built I think all the X-Men movies are typically built around Wolverine and Hugh Jackman, with maybe the exception of First Class, because he doesn't show up in that, and there's a post-credit scene, that's it. But for the most part, I think they did realize, okay, Wolverine's one of those key characters. We got a guy here who's doing a good job. But sorry, what question were you going to ask?
I wanted to ask Calvin really quickly about the pastrami sandwich that they had yesterday. What were the deets on that?
Langer's Deli, classic. They've been there, I think, almost 70 years now. Staple in Los Angeles, off of 7th and Alvarado. I've been going for maybe 10, 15 years now since I found out about it. They've got like almost 100 different items on the menu, but their number 19 is when you think of a pastrami sandwich, you think of hoagie bread, thinly sliced, mustard, pickles. Completely opposite. It's on rye bread, thick slices, Russian dressing, coleslaw, and I think it's Swiss cheese on it.
You said Russian dressing?
Russian dressing, yeah. Trust me,
I'm not familiar. What is that?
It does not. I don't know. It's just on the sandwich. So
okay, got it.
I just know it's amazing when you just walk in. Number 19. I don't even need to look at the menu. Danny had it. He loved it. So
I have to this day never found an adequate sandwich in San Antonio.
well,
Really?
hey, come on down to LA. Come on, man.
I
What
need to.
what constitutes an adequate sandwich? Like, what are you looking for out of a sandwich? Has it got
just-
really?
Like you almost can't even bite it. There's so much meat and cheese.
Yeah.
And all the sandwiches
Okay.
down here are like, it's like going to Subway. It's like all bread and the meat's all kind of shitty. It's not, hearty.
There's a like an Italian deli over here. It's actually like an Italian grocery store called Cordy Brothers, and the sandwiches are exactly that. They're just massive, like so many meats that you can hardly fit in your mouth. And that's probably what you're looking for. So if you ever make it over here, I'm taking you there. And let's see, Calvin.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to meet my
If
mom.
you come up, you rock the Russian dressing. Come on, this is the second.
Nah, I don't want the Joao dressing.
Like I said.
I'm cool with
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Pretty
Suddenly, my rant about Hugh Jackman doesn't seem all that bad.
Oh my god. I know, right?
Oh man.
I'd rather
built
see
the full-
X-Men
that-
again. They go to
That is right.
the restaurant.
Are you
the
going to be
full
on here for a
saving,
little
never
while? Will
tried
I have
to-
time to go down and get a Guinness, or are you?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. We're
All right,
probably gonna
cool.
wrap here like soon, but go get another Guinness and we can sort it out.
Cool.
We're having a good
I'm
time
gonna run.
bullshitting with the boys.
I got to go get Mr. Cupcaker, get him off the damn phone. We were supposed to get up for
Grab some
breakfast, but she's not feeling well this morning, so it looks like I'm cooking breakfast this morning. So let me get downstairs, get in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off real quick just to find out if I'm going to the 120 show. If I'm not going to the
All right,
120
all right.
show, I'll jump right back on.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
thank you
quick call.
guys.
Ian, Dean, Ben, Marco, congratulations again, bro.
Yeah, congratulations,
Well
man.
deserved.
Yeah, have
Good to see
a
you,
good
buddy.
time today,
Have a
Cal.
fun
Send us some pics of the
It was
breakfast.
fun, fellas.
Got you. Well, no, I got you.
All right,
All right, y'all.
all right, B-Rock.
See
We'll
everybody.
see you soon. But if not,
I'll be right back.
let us know what you
Trying to
think
go
about
to the
Dylan's.
movie.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, Marco, huge shout out to 2000. Zach and I have been doing this for so long, and getting to 2000 was such a fucking stretch, dude. And you did it in like no time at all. You and Ben have been
Yeah.
fucking soaring through the YouTube sphere.
I will
we
say,
had a
like,
lot
we're
of
very
help from you
fortunate
guys.
to.
Kudos.
Yeah, that's a big piece, right? Like, we had a lot of help from you guys and from others in the community, and then I really we'll shout out Ben for the shorts, right? Like the shorts have accelerated, like our subscriber numbers. Like I have a Mortal Kombat short that has like 180,000 views, or something like really weird that I did in 2 seconds. That's like a piece of junk little short that like it still gets comments in like different languages all the time. Like it's weird that it's like reached so many people. But thank you for saying that, Dean, and appreciate all the support and love. Even though I threw a tantrum yesterday about not being loved, but it's happens to the best of us, or the worst.
It was the same way with my Avatar short. I'm over 105,000 views on that now and 300 subscribers from a 13-second short. Just insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's insane.
that's amazing, man. Yeah, that Avatar short was pretty cool though.
But I'm going to jump off because I'm going to go take a nap before Let's Get Nuts today.
you're a bad
Everybody watching, The show will start in 4.5 hours, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let's get nuts on the Ben Thomas Show. We've got SpongeBob SquareBalls back, and we've got Pete from Only Fools and Collecting, and potentially a few more if they're able to join. We've got some funny stuff to talk about today. Some good show warm-ups and all the good stuff.
You
Entertainment
got
news
new
as well as
badges to show off?
I do have some new badges to show off. Dean has been drawing me some cool stuff. So definitely a lot of nut-themed activity, which is excellent. So Peanut, yeah, that's right. So guys, if you're bored this afternoon after football or somewhere in between, definitely come on to Let's Get Nuts. I will see you guys all over there. But congratulations, Marco, buddy. I appreciate you. You and Collecting Weekly are the reason that I even started streaming to begin with. For sure, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. So, but I will see you guys all later. See you to all the folks in the chat. Hope you had a good day. And I'll catch you guys later after my nap. So
Later, bro. Appreciate you,
guys.
man.
100%.
Peace.
Later, boys. Good to see you, Agent Silver Fox, as well.
We'll probably wrap up here once Shane gets back, so we can have him plug what's coming up on the channel. But yeah, man. So Ian, did you add more Module cases for the expanding collection? Was that like the thought process, or you already had some ordered? Like what was the plan of attack?
Yeah, so last November on this wall, they arrived. So I ordered those in November and got them all in by the end of April. So that's 14 Module cases on this wall, and I ordered another 15, which came last week or so. So I'd been thinking about, obviously everybody's challenges space and obviously money, of course.
Always.
So I started to think about Shane laughs because a lot like the politicians, where they're looking at net zero, they don't think about the infrastructure. When you collect figures, you dive in and you're looking at the figures, and you're not looking at the infrastructure, right? So I took a step back and then played about with the space that I've got. And that's why I've changed these units here and repurposed those units into the other room. So I'm kind of thinking ahead of the end game. So I'll have a few cases that will be blank, or I'll really spread them out. But I've got a certain vision now that I'm thinking about that. So next year will be quite a slow year in figures because I've really spent quite big this year, and we're doing a lot at the house. So I'm just looking forward to getting the figures back in the cases, and it'll not be a while until I've got them in and where I can see where the themes are going, and going down the route of custom lightsabers or stuff like that. I'm waiting till later till I know how things are going to be set up. So so that's the overall change. So quite a lot, and that's me. I'll not have any more than 29 Module cases. That's it. And after a big shout out to
we'll have any more
Brian.
than 29 Module cases.
That's right, only 29.
But on all jokes aside, though, you have the right idea. You're future proofing yourself, like.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm in it for the long game, and that's where I'm thinking about how things are being displayed. And a big shout out, Module case, they shipped the wrong power plugs this time, and just like that, customer service from Module Space are fantastic. Brian, right on the case. I'll have those shipped to the UK on Wednesday. I'll only notify them today. Yeah.
Nice pun.
See, customer service, it's everything, right? See, when you've got certain companies that we've all talked about in recent times who are appalling, woeful, in fact. And my experience with Module Space has been absolutely fantastic. Brian and his team are superb. I can't recommend them enough.
I will second that. I don't have a ton of Module cases, but my experience with them, they were so on top of everything, really responsive. And yeah, the lead time is tricky, but I think that it's just a really good solution for displaying your figures. And I like your plan of attack though. Like Shane said, trying to future proof laying that infrastructure. That's so important. Keith Lee is saying properly displaying the collection is so underrated. It's everything. I view these as works of art, right? I think most of us
100%.
do.
100%.
And
Yeah.
you've got to be able to have that space to enjoy them, or else it feels kind of meaningless for me. Like I want to be able to have the
Yeah.
best way to display them.
And you kind of need to like work out what's your vision and what's important for you, and what do you find appealing to the eye, because that might not necessarily be what's in vogue at the moment. Maybe it's not a Detolf, or it's not a Modu case, or it's not a Billy, or it's not a garage chef, or whatever. It is kind of like what you want to do. Like, you know, I can't definitively rule out Modu cases in future, but at the time, like, I know that if I were to do that, it would be a better use of an efficient use of space, but I've got to completely change up and abandon the way I like to display, which is typically one, maybe two per shelf, you know. So it's a big decision, really, isn't it? Like it's a financial decision and a time consuming decision in order to do.
Absolutely.
It's really fun. I'm so glad Ian came on with the absolute empty. It's so funny. Like, what's it like? What's it like? Must be really like demeaning for you. Not demeaning is the word. There's a word. Must be really like frustrating for you, like streaming with me, like, and streaming with all the fake collectors and the tap dancers when you've, you know, like you have all the space in the world there. You know, must be tough to stream with us fake collectors, Ian.
Absolutely. Jeez. Absolutely.
Yes, it
not.
is.
This isn't like a massive room or anything like that, you know. So it's and obviously this house is on 3 floors, so it's not a conversion. It's purpose built 3 floors, but you obviously see the slanting. So I had to obviously pick the Modu cases to suit that shape. So it's worked out pretty well overall.
No, it looks the business. It looks the business.
Plus, I've got
the
the sides where there's a space. It's almost like a floating shelf, so I can put other things on there as well. So, like we've talked about, Shane. You know, like your floating shelves. So, So I just don't. I talked about it in the next room. I've got this alcove in our movie room, and when I bought the tumbler, it's a lot, because of the fins. It's a little bit wider than what they described, I believe. So it doesn't fit in the case. So I've got this big alcove, and that's where I was thinking maybe I should do a back cave type of thing and do a custom. But I'll see.
Always a work in progress. Well, really, really appreciate you guys being on this. It was a really fun stream. I think we're gonna wrap here. I'm realizing that our friend of the show, Lael 16 Scale Man, is live doing his collector's lounge. So apologies to our friend there for running over his show, but definitely go check out Lael after this. So Dean, what's coming up on Collecting Weekly this week?
Oh, Monday we're doing unboxing, I guess. I don't know what we're unboxing. I can't think of it. Tuesday we got the main show, kind of, talk about the 6 scale figure news throughout the week. Wednesday we have After Dark where we just hang out. I think, Marco, you wanted to join. I accidentally slept through the last one. So.
Oh shit! All right.
No, yeah,
we gotta have a boys chat.
Yeah, Thursday I believe is OFAC. Only Fools in Collecting. I think Small Talk was this week, so, or was it? Either way, Small Talk or OFAC will be Thursday, Friday, and then we got just another Friday night with the guys over there. So, whole week of content.
Heck yeah! Well, thanks so much for joining. That's a busy week, but appreciate you taking the time out to come celebrate with us today.
Yeah.
So Shane, let's see. I'm gonna pull this up. Hey, thank you, brother. I'm gonna pull this up. So what do you got coming up on the channel?
First of all, like, all jokes aside, Marco, you're an absolute gentleman, and always love streaming with you and Joao, and of course Dean and Ian, and basically everyone on the panel. Like, it's always a lot of fun. I know you think there's a little burn or a slag coming. No, it's not. You're just good people.
Hey,
You love
back at you,
collecting,
brother.
and you're a lot of fun to stream it. And you know, even like earlier on the banter with Dean about the difference of opinion and Dark Knight, I love all that. Like, or even when we roast each other, absolutely love that stuff. Like, and that those burns. But thanks very much and congratulations on 2K. Look, with all the Wolf Lorraine talk this week, I thought the topic for tomorrow on the Hope Show, a good one would be like Hot Toys blunders. You know, the little things that we all know they messed up, the Ant-Mans, the Tony Stanks, the blatantly obvious, oh, come on, you dropped the ball here. I thought it'd be fun to kind of just do a kind of acknowledge some of the infamous blunders, and then maybe figures in your collection that you still pull the trigger on, that you thought, okay, they should have really fixed this, but they did enough to get over the line, enough to get the money, but maybe identify some figures in your collection that you're like, yeah, you know, our ankles aren't great in this, or the skull could be improved here, or, you know, they missed out this key accessory. I thought that would be a lot of fun. So Ian will be there, and of course I'll always shoot the link out to yourself and shoot out to Dean if he's keen, and if it suits you, hop on. So that's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which I believe is 4 p.m. Eastern Time and 1 p.m. West Coast. I think I've got that right.
I'm hoping to make it on to the next show. I'm hoping I can make it on tomorrow.
Coming up to Christmas, maybe schedules might be a bit more.
Yeah,
looser.
that's kind of what
Yeah.
we got a little light spot in that time of day. So if I take a late
It's
lunch,
an open.
might be
It's an
able to
open invite.
work
It's an
it.
open invite.
Appreciate you, bro. Well, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, definitely go check out Shane16 Figure Focus. Check out Collecting Weekly. Ian, when can we expect the collection tour? Obviously, you mentioned work in progress, but what's the where's the best way to see that?
I'm not sure. I'm not on YouTube, but I might do a YouTube video at some point. I want to wait till it might be Q1 or Q2 next year. I want some certain things in the collection that are due to arrive between now and then I'll
Now, is that the
maybe do a-
fiscal year or no? I'm joking.
He's very
Calendar year.
particular. He's the
I
most
like it.
logical collector
Calendar
out there.
I love it. I love it.
so yeah, so I probably would. I'm only on Instagram, and I guessed on Shane's show, the Hope Show that you've got up. But I may do a YouTube video or a series of videos just to put out. But I don't know. I'll have a think. My daughter, who graduated, I mean, she's in media and communications, but she's really good at video stuff. So I might recruit her, of course.
Wow, you're gonna have an intern.
Just
Okay, I
get her
like
to
it.
help. Yeah, so
That's the
but
most
we'll see.
Ian
So I
thing
think-
you've ever said. we're gonna get like these like 4K like super edited like, you know, version, these amazing
Imagine.
videos, like, you know, because he reels in. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Incredible.
so we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
But again, thanks
stay
Marco
tuned,
for
I guess.
having me today.
Yeah, thank you
but
so
yeah,
much for joining.
congrats on
Really,
the 2K.
thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, it's been an awesome time today. So, with that, we're gonna wrap up. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for putting up with me as I couldn't formulate sentences this entire time. It's been a struggle, but we had to celebrate in style. So, thanks everyone, and we'll leave you with this.
You are now watching the Bargain Bin Bros. You're goddamn right.